WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's for WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Jackson. If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
60. Not that far.
Yeah. All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call national
business. I don't. You don't like that? Yeah, I don't like that one.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Day?
Go ahead and tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off for work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off for work. How you feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
No, no. Ooh. One time, no, no. Ooh, no, no.
Crescent moon, drops of bruising, old school music, old school to sing. Gotta make my way to you. Pull up on that ass like, ooh, I wanna take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A to the B, everywhere. I'll take you downtown, show you all the kind of things in life. I wanna take you downtown, show you all the kind of things in life. I wanna take you down. I wanna take you down. I wanna take you downtown, show you all the kind of things in life. I wanna take you downtown, show you all the kind of things in life.
Lake Shore. I made sure to make sure, that my place yours. 28th floor, I had 8 thoughts, all 8 yours, cake for dessert, but I ate yours.
I wanna take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A to the B, everywhere. Fly all over. Your last boy couldn't get what you asked for. Your last boy didn't even know. I'm gonna take you downtown, show you all the kind of things in life. I wanna take you downtown, in life. I wanna take you down. 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 I'm gonna take you down, downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you down, downtown. Show you all the finer things in life.
See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget.
Program like
Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach, playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets? And now we're taking flights from London to Belize, and we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. For me, yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met, let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna throw back. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. Making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now, let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
WIIFTBP.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
for Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to Senate. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host in the building, Miss Ruthie Moore. Yo, Ruthie, how you feeling this morning?
I mean, I woke up black.
So is that? You feeling good? You feeling great?
You know what's a toss-up some days.
Dang, it is a toss-up. Hey, wait. Not Trick Daddy toss-up, though.
Oh.
I'm just saying. That Trick Daddy was a little...
He was honest about the things he likes.
You're not allowed to do that in public. You're not supposed to say those things.
We living in a different world.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Hey, shout out to my cousin David Bryant, the illustrious David Bryant, who answered our question last week. I know this is a little bit off the subject, but you know, I did a post last week and I said, "What's your worst scar?" Mm-hmm. He said, "So my cousin is like the ultimate optimist, right? He's like positive all the time, no matter what." And so recently he had a part of his leg amputated. Do you know his answer on Facebook was, "A shark came and bit my leg off"? Shout out, that's Mayor Bryant's dad, right? So if you know Mayor Bryant, he is always some kind of positive spin on it from his dad, right? Cousin David, you know what? You can get one of my What's in it for. If you all are going out this weekend and you want to get a What's in it for the Black People t-shirt, y'all should go check out Big Swill's store. He is the only person that will put the What's in it for the Black People gear in his store. You can go up on 55th and the Dan Ryan in the mall, and you can get you a What's in it for the Black People t-shirt for this weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. Ooh. Now, I ain't got no white ones. But we ain't supposed to have no white What's in it for the Black People shirts. You know, I thought about that one time. And I was like, what I look like getting a white What's in it for the Black People shirt? But then I went to, it's a Foot Locker over there. And I was like, I was thinking about Riis. Riis be like, my shoes got to match me. You need from out west. So your shoes got to match your shirt. I couldn't even figure out how Riis got to match. He matched his Rugrats shirt. And I couldn't even imagine how do you match Rugrats? I think you probably got some Rugrats shoes somewhere around there.
He do got a lot of shoes.
We we should talk about that one day. I was going to take a picture of my shoe collection now that I've made my closet. I found a way to get 84 pairs of shoes on the wall.
Like on shelves?
Mm-hmm. But I still got like 5 bags of shoes still bagged up that I almost feel like I'm going to just take them shoes and just.
That's a lot of shoes.
It is. It's a pretty dynamic site though.
You got them organized by color or season?
At this point, they start that way. But then once you get to moving around, you just wherever it's an open space on the shelf, you better slide them bad boys in. All right, Ruthie, how you feeling though? What's up? How you feeling today? You just woke up. You just like I'm.
Man,
no, you usually be like Friday. Oh, good. You said I woke up like okay, good. It's Friday.
It's
Friday, and it's a long weekend.
Monday.
Who said we was off Monday?
We talked about it yesterday. See, Maze, you be trying to play on air for people.
What Monday? We off Monday?
It's a holiday.
What? The slaves wasn't free. They ain't getting no break on Labor Day.
See, that's why the Maze. I will break these tools. I'll break the tools.
Oh, we can't get Labor Day off. We can't get Labor Day off.
Maze.
So you gonna break the right?
I'm gonna cut my tongue out so I can't talk.
Oh no, right? Look,
ills of slavery.
Reis gonna unplug the computers on me. Right,
he did it before.
Right, you know he gonna be like, Mace, we got a popping sound. I think we need to take a day off. Just to let the road cool out. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. That is Ruthie Moore in the building on a Friday. DJ Reese the Ruler. Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. What's going on, dog?
Blessed by the best. You know the rest, man. Feeling good. It's Friday.
Why you feeling good, dog? You probably on 3 payrolls. Stop fronting, dog. Stop fronting. Reese, look, man.
Maze, you gonna mess up his link, bro.
I can't. Oh,
cheesy Pete.
But I'm here though. I'm here. This is job number 1. So you good, man.
I think
see, number 1 in the ranking or in the time of day.
See, Ruthie, you trying to get me. This is number 1. Okay?
Look, Tennille, that's not what Tennille looking like. What? What you say? Look, you know, this is the Jackson. Right, she finna text him on the inbox. What you say, dog? You know, that's the Jackson way.
I gotta say what he want to hear. He's gonna respond back to it.
You know, Tennille, you know the Jackson, it's tough making it through the Jackson gauntlet. But if you make it through the Jackson gauntlet, I'm gonna tell you what, it can be a wonderful place to be. Right? It's just like, but I'm going to tell you, Ruthie, we ain't say get about the mud, but it is going to be some hazing. It is. It's just the way we are.
It's the American way.
It is. Look at you. We going to get you to be capitalist one day. We going to get you. Ruthie going to be coming in like, what?
Maze, I will never, people want to always give people labels. I'm not a capitalist. I just live in a capitalistic society.
And so you got to learn how to live. You got to, is it like Rome?
And do as the Romans.
Right.
No, you cannot do as the Romans.
Okay, do as the black people in Rome. All right, well, we gonna figure.
What was?
Hey man, black people in Rome was getting it.
The Moors.
Well, shoot,
they stole it. Okay, go ahead.
They didn't steal it. They just took what you know. The Moors are once the brothers in the land is really. It's like when we really in our full joint, it'd be like. Nobody can help it. That's why they always be trying to kill us.
Exterminate the brutes. It's Friday. No, we not. We're
gonna do a little bit because we got something to talk about. But then we gonna lighten it up because I got Jeff Beckham coming in. Jeffrey Beckham. He's gonna be talking about Chicago Scholars. He is the new executive director there. So I ran into him at the Kwame Raoul fundraiser, and we were sitting there talking. And I was like, he was telling me what he's doing. I was like, why don't you come on the show and tell us? It'd be good for Friday because we've been whooping people up, right? So. We'll have some Good Friday, and then it is Tell Me Something Good Friday. Ruthie, you sent a great story to me that I really think we should touch, but I really wish you would do it on Monday. Like, I think you should do Monday at 8.
He keeps trying to sneak that Monday in, Ruthie.
Oh, not Monday. Oh, I'm sorry, not Monday. We are off on Monday. So I'm just letting y'all off. Let y'all know we are off on Monday. If there's a show you want me to replay in particular, I can go, if you send me some suggestions or the date or what happened, then send it to me and we'll replay it on Monday. But we are going to be off on Monday. But Tuesday, Ruthie, I'm going to touch on it today, but I really think that was, I really think you need to take that little national spot and just start talking about the things that are going on nationally that we need to be paying attention to. Because I think this security thing.
National security?
I never really thought about national security from the standpoint of internally. I've always thought of it as an external threat. But that article you sent me yesterday, when the Americans were praising the Taliban,
the white nationalists.
The white nationalists were praising the Taliban, and you think about. Remember when I told you around after 9/11, I almost felt patriotic enough to join the army almost?
Mm-hmm.
And just think, it was because we wanted to go kill the Taliban, and just 20 years later, white people are celebrating them. And people don't. There are so many similarities. I really wish that everybody would go back and watch the rise of Nazi Germany. I know this sounds so super crazy, but y'all should really watch this stuff. I mean, I was watching today. There is like, when I tell you parallels, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like this insurrection thing, that's like they was about to burn down the Reichstag. Y'all gotta, yay. It's a lot to be watching there. Ruthie want to send people stuff. Look, why you trying to ruin my day?
I couldn't believe it was on CNN.
I'm saying white people celebrating the Taliban. We close to civil war. I'm just telling you, they may not declare it that, but something is cracking.
Well, the white people said, they said that the biggest threat to America right now is domestic terrorism. They really, it's really white domestic terrorism,
right?
But they just, they can't say that,
right.
But for real, it's domestic terrorism.
I mean, the similarities, Reggie, 100%, the similarities they're beyond striking.
But ain't part of white nationalist manifesto part of Hitler and Germany and all that they play? So why would there be similar?
Well, I feel like, there are similar. I feel like they're open similarities now. Like they're like hi.
Okay. Okay.
Like the are the brothers, right? Like these groups that are popping up that are, and they're. Man, I was talking to this white labor guy who was worried about the humming. Well, I remember. I can't remember exactly what it was, but basically where the Hitler people went and killed all the middle people that you would never think of that made government run. They populated it, and then it was just like they just took over. This stuff is really crazy, and watching it, and then when you see everything that's going on in Texas. Oh. Okay, handmaids. Y'all bet.
It's a little dystopian, but it ain't gonna be no handmaids.
Hey, did you see? Like they got Welcome to Texas, and they got the handmaid on the sign now. Like that. Did you see that meme? Hey, y'all, ladies. I'm just telling you, if you want to be in a blue dress instead of a red one, you better start listening to your husbands now. I'm just telling you. Carrie be mad when I be talking about it because let me tell you,
it ain't gonna happen.
Carrie be like, look, hey Joe, when that insurrection happened, I was like, you sure you want to? You better not be talking back to me.
It ain't gonna happen.
Okay. Hey, Canada, I'm going to check it. But so yeah, we gotta go. So anyway. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Yo, we're going to talk about what's going on in Texas. I want to know, is the South really still safe? We're going to talk about that. Did you see the schools? So I went to my son's open house last night. Shout out to all the Mendel Monarchs who have in memory of your school, they have a hallway at St. Rita that says, here once lied Mendel High School. So.
Do they?
It's like Mendel High School. It's like the Mendel Memorial Hallway. And it'd be like, wah! And the Mendel Monarchs, they almost won the high school challenge because they used to have some. But anyway, I was walking through the halls with just the parents yesterday. I was like, there's no way that they're keeping no type of social distance in this. Then they tried to tell me that it was 30 people in the classroom. I was like, okay. Then I saw Stacy, and this Catholic school, right? It's only 120 people in every class. Can you imagine what it's like for these people? And Stacey Davis Gay said, if y'all don't get, they were showing them videos. She was like, if y'all don't get a hold of this, we're going to have to take some action.
I mean,
they done dropped every.
What is the number one thing with COVID that they say is Keep your distance.
Hey,
don't. It can't be a bunch of people in one space.
Do you remember passing period in high school?
Yes, the most fun time ever.
Hey, I was in passing period yesterday, and you could not pass nobody.
You mean they didn't have like dedicated walking lanes?
No. I'm. You know what?
They probably could stagger the passing period or something. It would take a lot of coordination, but I know somebody.
Stacy was like, it's already crazy as it is to open up a school. And you trying to they don't have. I was looking yesterday, and okay. What the hell? Do y'all not know how your nose counts? I be feeling like white people be sitting up in the room just populating it with COVID. Just because they like, if you gonna make me wear this mask, I'm gonna keep my nose all the way out, and I'm gonna put it over my mustache so I can breathe on it. Like, white, wear that mask.
Mandates versus enforcement.
Man,
it's a long way.
Ruthie, I be looking. All right, because I know Riis finna give me the high sign. So let me say it before you do. Look. Hey, welcome to everybody from WBGX 1570 AM. Riis be having a mug on.
How you gonna one up him?
Right. But every reason.
I already did like a minute ago. He looked at me. I did like this because, if I say something, he be like, so you going to tell me how to run my show? Like,
well, let me do this. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and we'll get the... First of all, thank you to everybody from WBGX 1570 rocking with us. Guys, I'm going to start and get back close to these breaks. So I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Keep calling me. Give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million. You just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the is you give now. Please don't back down on me. You've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm not trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying
You are tuned into the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, DJ Riis the Rule in the building. Hey, y'all, we did not get the soul plane up off the ground, so let's do this. Let's get this bad boy up to 60,000 feet. Let's get it up, up, up and away. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Maze, Ruthie, and Riis in the building. Yeah, so Todd really taking this Monday thing serious.
And it's a holiday next Monday.
Oh, so we ain't gonna see Todd for
who?
Oh, there you go. Well, can I tell you what was the funniest thing? When Todd came in here on Monday and Ruthie was in his seat, he was like, oh, you're serious. That was too funny.
He asked me about it. I said, I don't know why I'm over here. Maybe that's just the angle.
It was funny because they both was in here. Ruthie came in and sat down right in the seat. She didn't even give him no deference. He was like,
you told me to sit over here.
I did. Cause how you want to? You know how black people do. They don't want to see, but what you call it? Dog on a haystack.
Dog on a haystack.
Todd don't even want to be at the job, but want the main seat. They ain't gonna come looking at me like I need to move. Hold on, Todd.
You know, I learned later in life about seats and power dynamics.
What did you learn?
That it's a thing that people pay attention to.
Where you sit?
It depends on what table I'm at.
Look at that. You mean you don't just automatically assume you're supposed to get the head of the table because you the millennial? Because you know how y'all be doing. That's why y'all be trying to have circle tables. So can't nobody.
No.
Y'all be trying to have circle tables.
Circle tables is a practice so that everybody feels connected and united. Again, I didn't know power dynamics is a real thing. But if you have a circle table, you know, it takes away that.
No, it doesn't. Command. That's why I took a bite out of this table, so y'all can understand that this is the head of the table. No, I'm just playing.
Sometimes stuff like that don't even like matter. I don't even be tripping about stuff like that. Just sit down.
I'm with that too. It depends on who's in the room, right?
Just sit down.
Like I sit down. Well, I feel like it travels with me. Wherever I sit, it be like so. What you say? What you talking about, my mama? Man? Maze Jack, host Maze. My girl plus D Riis, the ruler in the building. Let me run through a few more of these headlines. Did you see the Latinos are disputing the new maps, saying that they got less representation, and Chinatown says they want their own ward?
Yes, I would too. I dispute it too.
Well, there is a black group disputing it, the African Americans, for legislative something. But I guess my thing with that is, so y'all do understand that the legislative map process is a multi-million-dollar. Like if you sue, you make a law firm lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money. Mm-hmm. So there's money involved with it, but it is also representation. I think we need an ADOS committee, right? An ADOS map, because I feel like the African Americans, you know, that could be African Americans. And, I'm with you. And that don't necessarily mean black African Americans, if you know what I mean. I'm going to move on, though, because I don't want to get in too much more trouble. Okay, y'all, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, too. Did y'all see the story about the police officer who stuck the flashlight in the young man's buttocks after carjacking? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got so many, I'm so confused. And I got so many questions, but I'm going to save them for when we talk about this because it's ridiculous. And was he Latino?
I don't know what he was.
Roman, they called him? Not Roman. It was Roman. I'm just telling you why they be thinking about us. Let me see what else. Did you see the Alderman Gardner texts? Okay, what's the worst word you could call a woman in America? What does it begin with?
Oh, I don't want to.
What letter does it begin with?
Probably B.
A B or a C.
He actually called them both. He actually called them both, and
dang.
Well,
C is white people. That's white women. Black women be like.
So he was calling them switch and bunts. He used the word switch and bunts for code. You hit both words. Does he get a pass? We're going to talk about this a little bit later because it also, the story though reveals that Alderman Gardner has been, I think they're going to use him as a case against aldermanic prerogative because not only did he use the switch and punt in reference to women and some gay aldermen, he also denied city services, targeted them with tickets and all types of crazy stuff. And yeah, so get ready. Hey, Alvin, we don't need you spelling it out one line. You did it. Y'all are crazy in the comments. Shout out to Shelly McIntosh, mother of Eugene McIntosh of the Bigs fame. Everybody. Gino.
Gene Mama.
That's Gino. Miss Gene. Gene. Did she call him Gene? Eugene?
You think she likes sports?
Do you think she likes sports? She be cursing Gino out on the thread like that. No, she don't curse him out, but she loves sports. That's how Gino got his love of sports, I think is what she said. He said his mom used to be like a Bulls fan. It'd be funny to hear him tell the stories. His mom sounds like my mom going to a game. I have no more fun in the world than watching my mom go to a live sporting event. Cause I'd be like, she'd be like, let's go. I mean, she, and now we could go to the game and she could get a little hat, I'd be like, Mom, get you something from the souvenir store. This stuff is expensive. I'll get you one, Mom. Like the Bears, Mom talking through the day, I'll be like, oh God. But it is no more fun. Or like, don't take her to a Bulls game. And we get the good seats. So I'd be proud to be like, Mom, we sitting right here. She'd be like, oh, yeah. So it's all. So shout. Yes, Gino's mom, I think, put the love of sports into him. All right, what else do I got? Capitol regrets. Did you see that another person from Illinois got caught up in the Capitol? Actually got convicted, I believe, and is now saying the worst thing he ever did was go in the Capitol. And that's now it is because they didn't. Because this is what happened. They ran up in there and they thought they was gonna be the king of the world. And then whoever was supposed to pull the trigger, either got popped off or scared.
No. The police officer did.
What?
When he shot that lady. That kind of changed their...
Oh, because they was like...
if they would have got into that, who knows what they would have did to the Congress people.
Oh, I know what they would have did. I seen Handmaid's Tale. I'm telling you, when that went down, I was like, oh my God. I was like...
I do wish he wasn't black though.
What?
The police, the Capitol Police that shot that lady.
I'm not. I'm glad. Like in America, black man. Right? I'm just saying. Oh, Ruthie, I got in trouble yesterday at school. I think my son might be mad at me tomorrow on Monday, because I was in the U.S. history class and they was talking, and I was like, "Excuse me, what's your position on critical race theory?" You could have seen the white people in the room like, oh, and then the buzzer went. They was like, we're out of here. I was like, no, I need to talk to you after class.
Did they answer the question though?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that off the break though. We talk about it. Yeah, it was like, you could white guilt mugs like the new like it's two different types of white people. Like the liberal white people, you could white guilt them to the world. The other ones be like, we don't even want you in this school anyway. That's why we didn't want you here in the first place.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn, colored. Hurricane Ida. Okay. If you don't believe in global warming.
You think it's global warming?
I think
it's like supernatural.
You think God trying to tell you something?
I think something going on.
Hey, Ruthie. Did you see Philadelphia?
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia looked like Paris. The expressway looked like, what's the river that goes straight through Paris and everybody be riding over it, whatever it is. The expressway was covered like a river. The hurricane reached all the way to New York. Like it flooded the subways.
They saying like get used to this type of stuff.
They said that this was a once in a 500-year storm.
Of course they would say that.
But we just had that last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, yo.
How do you prepare yourself for something like that?
Did you see yesterday then the mayor was like, we're prepared. We ain't prepared for no damn hurricane. They was like, the news channels was like, Chicago's emergency preparedness. What would happen if we did? I said, I hope it ain't the same plan we had when George Floyd popped off.
Come on. And shouldn't we be practicing the plan?
Based on that, everybody need to learn how to swim.
That was crazy. I think we're going to have a bad winter. So I'm finna get a snowblower. I would get a snowblower. You laughing, but I'm serious. Like I think we're gonna have a pretty bad winter, and you're gonna need a snowblower. Like it's not gonna be a I got a snowblower as a luxury. It's gonna be like if I want to get out my dough, I need a snowblower. I got some Latinos. Yeah, but what if they can't make it? They say over there.
White people. No actor be digging us out. The last two joints is black. They'll be like, we could it. That was it. I'm gonna give me some. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy those heated mats, right? And I'm gonna plug them up for the wintertime, and I'm gonna just have it. Just get a boat. What you gonna ride the boat? Ice boat? Junior, you tripping, man?
Ice boat.
And then did you see the United Center is set to require vaccines to come in,
or you can get a test?
I mean, so they're gonna be busting people's sinuses, like to get you to. Sorry, don't bust your. Then you're gonna see a rash of sinus bustings because they done stuck the needle, not the needle, but the thing up there too far. But I do think this. I think they need a better card then, because I'm just telling you.
No, Maze, don't say that, because then they gonna make you put your stuff in that system. That's why they trying to get that system.
I'm saying, why we gotta, and why is Illinois trying to connect ours to the credit card company, the credit rating agency that got hacked, instead of just connecting it to, like, giving you one not based on your credit, but give me one based on. So wait a minute, I got bad credit, my shot don't count. What? Y'all tripping? They just trying to make black people unvaccinated so they could. I ain't gonna even go there. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, plus DJ Riis the Ruler. Riis, give me the big voice.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Ruthie, are the southern states safe still? And let me just point out a couple things. I know it may sound crazy, but the mask mandates, the anti-mask mandates, I feel like the insurrectionists that are willing to take action, and the laws that they are passing in the southern states are rapidly creating a national fissure. I know we see pictures all the time of, Atlanta and black people partying, in Houston, the turkey leg hut. But when you think about what is really happening in the South, and I think it really came to a head with this Supreme Court decision that went 5-4, that said that, check this out. It's not only, you can only have abortions up to 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. Most women don't know that they're pregnant up to 6 weeks. They probably be waiting like 8 weeks to be like, I think I'm late. Right? They be like, ooh, I ate something. Ooh, I got bad gas. Mm-hmm. It's like after the second to 8 months, you know what I'm saying? They be like, so 6 weeks, you don't even really know you pregnant. Let's just put it there. Well, I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I don't know a woman's body, and I'm not going to pretend. It's more my cousin had told me. Then, Ruthie, when you think about, they didn't just say that getting an abortion is illegal. They basically said anybody in the process, from the person that drove you to get it, mm-hmm, the person to the staff, to the doctor, to everybody in the chain, can be sued. Right? Ruthie, that's like aiding and abetting an escaped slave.
Ooh.
See how y'all don't be here. I'm telling you, handmaid. Right? You also coincide this with the fact that white people are rapidly declining in population in general. In this, they're not keeping up with the birth rate. So now you think about a place like Texas that is right along the border, where people are coming across the border all the time. Mm-hmm. And they're saying now, and they're hearing that they're going to become a minority in their own state. So they're telling the white women, you can't not have no babies. You cannot not have these babies, etc. Because when you think about survival of the fittest, it's like it's also about extinction, the ability to reproduce.
Okay, so I didn't think about it that way. So you're connecting this to white people's fear of them being genetically annihilated.
Yes.
Deep, Maze. I didn't think about that.
Now, add to it these mask mandates, which have become an open symbol of rebellion. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, you go to places like Florida. Did you see the governor of Florida passed a law that fines you $5,000 if you require a mask? Like, so In the midst of a pandemic where they got the highest rate, and they are saying that if you require someone to wear a mask, they will fine you $5,000. So think about the laws that are being created here in this space. At the same time that in the South, the Texas Lieutenant Governor, next man in line, says that the reason we dying is not because of the mask mandate or the virus, is because of black folks who vote Democrat. That's what he said. He wasn't shot down. I mean, he got a little backlash, but you know there was plenty of people. Because didn't know all Mayor Lightfoot did was say it in a coded way. Even as she allowed 350,000 white people to gather and infect the whole country, it's 5 freaking zip codes of people who never leave their neighborhood. Okay, so let me just talk about this. Is still the South, though. I want you to think about the article that you sent me. Mm-hmm. And where do those people reside in mass? Now, I'm not going to say they ain't in rural Southern Illinois, but when you think about the South right now, we think, black folks be like, I'm going to Atlanta this weekend.
Yep.
I'm going to Miami. But think about it's just like Chicago. Like you're landing in the blue surrounded by all red. So if you ain't in Atlanta, where you at in Georgia? Then you think about Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama are all looking to pass similar abortion laws. And think about where they're also at the COVID, where they're at in the COVID and the mask mandates. Think about where Donald Trump is still popular. And then you think about all of the things that we've seen play out. Like Kyle Rittenhouse was ready. Right? I mean, he was ready and he was north of Chicago. And so I gotta ask you.
You add more and more layers, Maze.
I just gotta ask you though, is the South still safe? Is it? Like, if you were to take a fast forward, like if you look at the trajectory, knowing that the Supreme Court has already ruled, like, yo, check this. If you're anywhere in the process of the abortion, from the person that drives you, if you help me escape. Now, I don't want to be the defender of abortion. That's not my point. My point is when I tell y'all about this handmaid stuff and y'all be like, it ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, the whole reason that the handmaids happened was because the white people were becoming extinct. Mm-hmm. Now I will give you, so a couple weeks ago, Sharon Ugochi, who by the way had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday,
That's
Sharon.
That's whose birthday
Ugochi.
It was?
Yes. Happy birthday, belated birthday, Sharon. She did, I don't know if you saw that pro-hetero, whatever thing that she did. It was a patch. It was like a black man, a black woman, and they had 7 kids. Mm-hmm. And it was like pro-life, pro-hetero. Something to that effect. And I remember all the people saying how stupid it is and blah, 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 blah. And then I remember one white guy who I know, who's a white liberal, jumped in and said, this is just irresponsible, right? And his whole thing was, it's okay to promote same-sex relationships because it would decrease the population. People could have sustained relationships, but it would decrease the population because we were irresponsibly populating the earth. Now, here's this white boy who is, his argument against heterosexualness and this image was because this black family had 7 kids, and they're saying, man, y'all got to stop having kids, right? They want to slow our birth rate down. Now, I want to also point out that black folks, the whole myth of black folks with 10 kids and all that, that ain't the same thing no more. Mm-hmm. We ain't just having baby. Like, we done moved into the white people.
2.5.
Yep. And not even 2.5. Because you probably got to have 3 in some cases because you're going to lose 1. Depending on where you live. Why y'all look at me like that?
That's deep, Maze.
Oh.
That's how you do the math. You hide 3 because you gonna depend on you live in the hoods, or you gonna lose one of them to the streets.
I mean, probability.
I'm just saying the math. All right, the math don't lie. Depending on if you live in one of 5 neighborhoods, you probably at 3, cause you losing one to either jail or to the streets.
Or to the streets.
You can be mad at me saying it, but I gotta ask you: do you? But back to the white boy. Like he straight up was like, I mean, the world is seriously overpopulated. Sound like some Bill Gates action, right? But this is integrated into the Maze Jackson conversation, and his argument was against black folks having babies because of population. And I think that I don't think that we think like that. I think when you watch movies like Exterminate the Brutes, when you look at what happened in South Africa, when you look at white folks coming in and subjugating mass populations of other indigenous people, you can't help but think that when they read the census, somebody is saying this math ain't working out for us. And then you read that article and they talking about the Taliban. Ruthie, they admire the Taliban because what? Because they took their country back. Well, guess what they women do? Guess what they be wearing?
Burkas.
Which is a little hotter version of the handmade dress. It's like, I don't think that we're putting all of the pieces.
Well, let me listen. You have introduced a lot of pieces to this.
You can already cuss me out. Don't cuss me out.
No. I just want to point out how the oppression of women is a theme here, and how the need for men to feel like they have to control women and women's bodies in order to exert their own power and control. So I think it's interesting.
See, there you go. Stop the brothers from getting so. That's not the point, Ruthie. Jesus Christ. But I do want to let me also though point out something that I don't think that people take into consideration when these laws, if you put this into this same bundle. Ruthie, remember when, you know how they say that you got to keep the baby even in the case of rape and incest? So imagine a place and a time where abortion is illegal. There is a fear of a loss of white population, and they decide that that everybody need to have a baby, just for sheer math, just to not perish, it becomes your responsibility you become a machine, a birthing machine. And I say all of this stuff to say because there is a convergence right now to me of circumstances that if you would have asked me 15 years ago, is any of this possible, I would have told you no.
I mean, we need to point out that 3 of these Supreme Court appointees were Trump. So this plan been in motion for them to overturn Roe versus Wade.
But I think at the overturning of Roe versus Wade, when you connect it to a greater piece, which is that to stop the extermination, because who is the talk about abortion? White college or white girl in high school who go to visit her, who went away for the summer. I'm just telling you, they know that they are the most likely, not the country girl that which could have cross-eyed babies because her daddy or cousin, but she probably ain't got no choice because she can't get off the farm. She can't get away. But them girls in college that be tossing away children, there's a white man saying we can't be tossing these babies away because we losing. And you gotta ask yourself, what is the motivation of the white man passing it, because it ain't just to protect of the protection of life. It is the survival of a race.
But if white women can't get abortions in Texas, don't that mean that black women, Latino women, Asian women also can't get abortions there, increasing their birth numbers
They
too?
can be sterilized. I mean, you go to jail. I mean, there's plenty you could do. I mean, come on now. You might be deemed unfit. That's why you eugenicked. Now I don't want to go all the way crazy today because I know y'all be done.
You're not crazy.
Somebody.
You're not crazy.
It's you got to connect all these dots. I just don't know that.
Yeah,
while we
connect
kicking,
the dots.
I think while y'all kicking in Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. And look at what Atlanta's doing. Like see. All right, Riis. And on that note, I'm going to go to break, y'all, because Riis has decided that I've talked too long in this half hour. So, with that in mind, it is the Maze Jackson I think it's still the Maze Jackson Show with Maze, Ruthie, and Riis. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:01 a.m. and I am Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs return home as they were taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The game went into extras. Bottom of the 11th game, tied 5-5. Cubs will score the winning run on a routine pop-off, walk-off error, and the Cubs will win 6-5. Now on the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 33 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 22. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange will be 34. Exchange up to the Loop, 8 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 29. The Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 46 minutes. Outbound will be 32. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 52 minutes, 34 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, while it's 15 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is 7 minutes south, that's 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson to 55th, and 8 minutes north, that's Bryn Mawr to Randolph and Randolph to Bryn Mawr. Today's weather is currently 66 and partly cloudy. Expect a high of 77 and a low of 66. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Friday, y'all. Love Dante.
What about my love? Seems you have got. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love, I'm too blind to see. when I gave all that I never had. You got me going through changes. Are you sure you wanna live? Think it over, babe. 'Cause girl, I believe. I think you just might wanna change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Yeah. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. You don't come around. Now that you got all my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Really wish you would change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Now that you got my love. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Oh my! I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, Lord have mercy. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I know we can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, got me standing on shaky. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby, yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'll do better if you change your mind.
WIIFTBP.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Todd explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect, you oppressed, it's all wrong. In the mirror, realize you great. Yeah, we always argue with our brothers, but ain't nobody gonna take our place. Just stay in tune and stay on top about who forward, about who not. Just green light, all the black economy. Then watch all the shooting, don't stop. To my black people in power, just remember we put you in power. If you really wanna save all the black princesses, be Mario and I Bowser. They gave us a hard job. We gon' make it if we do it together. Divided before, we gotta evolve. With confidence, you are real before you started. With no confidence in the people, we always gon' be defeated.
What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Who's telling the lies? Who's telling the truth? Black people realize the sun shines for you. So stop the divide. See what melanin do. What's in it for the black people? Lies being heard before. You gotta do more than listen. Let's go action with on a count of three. Let's run. We're black people. We can grow.
Oh, my bad.
What happened?
I missed your cue. We was just talking.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, y'all, who was talking?
Me and Riis.
What y'all was talking about?
I asked him if he a producer too, if he produces like music and all that.
What you and Riis? Did you say? Yeah, Riis said I do that too. Oh yeah, I'm a producer.
I went to school for that.
You know, that's Zach. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I went to school.
Riis said he went to school for everything.
Right.
Riis
be telling Maze
School of
tales.
Hard Knocks. You know,
The School of Hard Knocks.
Nah, but I actually did go to school for like.
You know how y'all be doing me. Sure you did. Sure you did, Riis. I know. Hey, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, plus DJ Riis the Ruler. Riis was trying to sabotage us, Ruthie. Riis around here trying to get people to hear the conversations off the air. Yeah,
They'll never get us.
They'll never get us.
Even if they do, we be, you know.
We ain't be talking about nothing.
I know, but they probably disappointed. Like, I thought they was gonna say something.
Something good.
We talking about estate planning.
Yeah, it's right. Cause you know, dead people. Right, I'm gonna tell you, the estate plan. I'm staying in my crib.
I know a really good attorney estate planner if you need one, Maze.
What? See, I be worried when people be recommending.
No.
Then they be like, next thing you know, they be like, am I in there? Did he say me? Because if he ain't say me.
I just gave you a concept. I know what I'm talking about a little bit.
I see. Yeah, you be all up on all type of financial. That's why I now got to watch you on the pension thing. Because you be knowing, Ruthie got a whole financial plan for somebody else. Right? She like, What?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I got the financial plan.
Do you got a pension?
Huh?
You got a pension? Just asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
You know what? I pinch in. Yeah, somebody better pitch in my pension. You know, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. Right? It's like I get a job and be like, you want me to be back from lunch at what time? Yeah, no pension for me. No, that's why I just got to hustle. That's why you got to hustle and put it in that thing, and then that thing be like, you look at the paper and it be like, oh,
this is my pension.
This way you gotta get you some money. But yeah, it is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl Ruthie Moore. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. YouTube is crack-a-lacking, and quiet as it's kept. Facebook, people be talking about y'all on Facebook. They say the Facebook crowd is bougie. And the YouTube, like YouTube and Facebook be having, people be like, I'm coming back from YouTube because I just wanted to see the comments. But I'm coming back to Facebook, but I'm going back to YouTube. So I want to send a big shout out to everybody on YouTube.
YouTube, that's where it's at.
I'm trying to.
Some of y'all be trying to troll in these comments though.
Oh, I be seeing. I be catching y'all on the trolls. Could y'all leave some comments though under the? Y'all gotta like the video on YouTube. And then, because, if you get more likes, then push the thumbs up thing and subscribe, right? On YouTube, and leave some comments, right? Leave a comment in the comment section. Not in the chat. I'm going to turn the chat off on y'all. Because y'all be because it don't count on YouTube in the chat. It only count in the comments. And they be chat, chatty, Cathy, chat. I be if I had the number of comments in the chat that I had in the comment section, do you know how large I would be on YouTube? I be living large. So could y'all on YouTube do me a favor and comment? I'm going to turn off the chat. And y'all comment in the comments. So a brother could be somebody one day on YouTube. Because this Facebook stuff is getting challenging.
Challenging?
Good Lord, you be like, hello. They be like, you got to predict. The algorithm says. What I'm supposed to do?
I don't know if Facebook more bougie, but if you want to, it depends on if we got a guest, you better go to Facebook. Cause they be airing it out. Facebook be airing it out.
Facebook.
YouTube more like, they try to be more like intellectual.
They be like, yeah.
We disagree. You're a socialist.
Right. Maze is a capitalist pig.
So the only thing about YouTube is that you cannot comment while you can't put a comment while it's live. So they would have to after it's done, then you can put a comment. That's why the live chat box. And when in the live chat box is pretty lit.
Huh?
It's pretty lit though.
Which one in YouTube?
The
YouTube
when I'm
Don't
Did
gas them
he
up
say
too
pretty
much.
lit? Did he say it's pretty lit? Did
Don't
I
get
make it
gassed
in the
up,
millennium?
YouTube. We see y'all.
That's pretty lit. What that mean?
Litty.
Come on. But no, I mean,
it's litty.
Lit,
it's
like lit meant when I was a kid. When you say, "Man, I'm lit," that meant I was drunk than a mug.
It could mean that.
Yeah, it meant that too. But like it's popping, it's good. Like it's the place to be. Like it's lit.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you mean the Maze Jackson Show?
Right. The Maze Jackson Show.
Every day we lit.
Yeah, every day we lit.
No.
I hope you didn't think that he was like
Jay-Z don't be saying lit, do he? I ain't never heard him say lit.
Probably just like one time, but he probably changed it and made it,
like extra. Yeah, he gonna rework it. Yeah, because you
guys
the
lit,
original.
I'm out here making hits. He gonna
right. He gonna be like you lit too. That's what he gonna do. He gonna be like, hey, I see you lit too, kids trying to be like me, do what I did, right? Like I could do it. I'm the greatest. All right, y'all. So anyway, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Let me see some say some names. I see Jerome, Alvin E. Alvin must not be banned on YouTube, right? Because Alvin the 16th on Facebook, right? Alvin 16X, right, on YouTube, on Facebook.
Stop dry snitching.
That's you, Ruthie. They said you was a dry snitcher yesterday.
I don't even know what I told about.
Let me see who else. Shout out to Daryl Murray. Shout out to ASMR. Shout out to, did I say Jerome Williams? Court Corb. Man, y'all got all these. Y'all, yeah. Actually, it is pretty lit on YouTube. I see y'all.
Mm-hmm. Now, we know some of y'all is not who y'all say y'all is.
See, that's the thing with all of these things, right? Y'all be... I'm going to tell you what. If we could have anonymous comments, I bet you we'd have like 5 100,000 live viewers.
Look how much the likes just went up in that little bit of time. Thank y'all.
What did they do? They literally
went up.
Could y'all please
Desiree, Bev,
YouTubers
TNT.
like it up. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Y'all ain't been sharing lately on Facebook. So here's the thing I've been noticing about Facebook. Y'all have not been sharing as much, but the numbers be. What is it? It's magic. I just want to tell y'all thank y'all. It's good to be. Riis over there he over there looking at my crown like, see, Riis, this is what it's like to be on the championship squad. Right? It's like, hey man, you on the team, dog. It's like, okay, we got a squad. It's you know.
So you was like D-Wade, and then I'm like LeBron when I came to the Heat. But you was already a champion first. You was already a champion first.
Do you see this?
It's your team. It's Mays County.
We are so grateful for our YouTube and Facebook audiences. What up, Ice? I see you. Text me.
Look, now I got to do the ownership move. Now I got to, because you know I collude.
Now he got one up.
Yeah, I got to. Cause I got to collude. Now I got to call the other owners in the league and be like, they getting
That's how they did Kaepernick.
Yep. I'm gonna call Tennille. I'm gonna be like, hey Tennille, we gotta collude against Riis. Right? Oh. We gotta collude against Riis.
I bet Tennille like, how did I get in this?
Tennille be like, what we gonna do?
No, that's not what she gonna say.
Hey, look, let me tell you about the Jacksons. Loyalty first. Like, if I'm mad, you mad. That's just what it is. Now, we be trying to, and then when we not mad, when you mad, then we gotta have a pass. Right? It's gotta be like agreed. Okay, now look, I'm gonna be cool. I know you ain't gonna be cool. So that we can still keep the relate. You know, we be having cause you know, people be getting mad at me all the time. Then they get mad at Tennille. I'm the nice one though. Really. No, for real. Ask my mom.
Blowing up the spot. Be blowing up the spot.
It's the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. I want to remind you all this weekend. It's what is it, Labor Day weekend? Y'all get y'all t-shirt. Go see Big Swill up at his store.
And call off for work.
Ruthie.
It's Labor Day. Ain't that what you're supposed to do?
Ruthie.
It's Labor Day. The celebration of being able to call off.
Ruthie, when you management.
Unionize.
Ruthie. Management. What you talking about? You can't.
It's
you
Labor
can't.
Day though, right?
Ruthie. Management. We the only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace, right? So let me just tell you, it's you management now. You can't be siding with the
You can still join.
You cannot side. Big C. David, Tennille is not the sweetest. Have you seen Tennille when she get attitude? People be calling me like, Mace, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'll be like, gotta wait it out, dog. We just gotta wait it out. Cause you know the Jackson attitude will stretch. And then when she come down, I'll be like, I'm still mad. Tennille be through. I'll be like, I'm still mad.
We ain't mad no more.
I be hating when we ain't mad no more. Cause I be like, didn't nobody tell me? And it's too hard for me not to be mad. So I just be like, you know what? Once you get on the mad list, I just be like, just cross them off. Cause you know, for me, I'm forever forget. I don't never forget. All right, it's the Mace Jackson Show.
Mace, we have 42 YouTube likes, just that quick. I think we can get to 50.
You think we can get to 50?
I know.
We YouTube, got can y'all give us
50 people watching?
I think we should get 100. If we got 130 watching, they must see Riis and they don't want to give it to us. They don't want to give it to us.
They showing Riis some love.
Man, you see, if I was on camera,
well, if you would start that mug.
It is. It's 100.
It ain't 100.
You know I keep it 100.
Yeah.
Come on, Riis.
Let me see, Riis. That wasn't really that good.
Yes, it was. Ooh, Maze, you be hating.
Ruthie.
You be hating.
I don't hate.
You be hating.
Congrats. See, I told you, look at this spinning. He thought, hey, there you go. You know, Riis don't never be wrong. Look, he don't never be wrong. Look at the camera. Spinning. Look at that. Spinning.
Riis don't never be wrong.
Riis ain't never been. Look, see, look at him. If we had a camera right now, I'm just, okay, that's, okay. You won.
Sometimes never being wrong can be a good quality.
Yeah.
But sometimes
you won.
Might not be.
Right. He want to be on camera. But see, Ruthie, I'm looking at the thing.
You right, Maze.
Thank you, Ruthie.
You welcome.
And we at 57.
Hey!
Oh, that was quick. All right, YouTube.
We gotta get to 100 on YouTube.
JB Allen, Jawan Coleman.
Let me ask you a question though. Who is the livest audience? The YouTube audience or the Facebook?
It depends on what's going on. It depends.
Why does it? Well, I feel like when we have a guest, YouTube cracks because They want to hide. Like the people, like if we got a contract, like if we got something, then YouTube crack because you ain't got to say your name, you ain't got to sign in. And I also feel like people be watching us on YouTube, so they don't have to give us no views.
Oh,
you know they be like, yeah, they watch on YouTube because you could just watch it without having to see. Look, there go Riis. Change it. Look at Riis. Y'all see that? We can look whole show just Jack, just Jack. Look, all the cameras gonna go down now. Look, can't even look at this. He done turned off all the cameras. Look, that's why I say, hey, Ruthie. Yes. This is one of these things that I'm gonna explain to you. So every morning I say, Riis, turn on your camera. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get to it, right? Then to get to it in the show. I say, it's a reason. See, it's a reason you get here before 3.3 seconds before, so that we could get you on. Because then if it pop on during the show and my camera go off, then I'll be like, I got it, Riis. Here it go. See, now he made it busy. A brother can't get it done. Oh, see?
Don't believe that. I was definitely here a little bit early. I came here, set everything up, and I fixed my camera. It just didn't connect, though.
Riis,
I'm with you. I know Riis. You be trying.
Riis out, because he ain't... Riis, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Riis, hold up, cuz.
Putting it back.
Hold on, cuz.
He fixed it.
He be talking.
And,
he gonna fix it.
YouTube, when you're boarding on the camera, I need y'all to smash that like button for me. I need y'all to run it up to 100. Run it up.
What up, Kevo?
Now he ain't gonna never make the camera now, right? Because see how you do. See. Look, now I can't even put you on camera.
Maze,
what up?
We at 64 though.
Man,
we at 64 without Riis.
64 likes without Riis.
They waiting on me. That's why they like. That's why they.
Look.
Hey, y'all, take them lights back if I don't get back on there.
Look,
them lights.
See, let me show you. Look,
now that's petty, Riis.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you petty.
Oh,
I'm gonna show you petty.
Let me see.
We gotta get Riis' camera going.
I'm gonna show you petty. Hold on. I'm gonna show you petty. I'm gonna show you so much petty right now. I can't wait to show you petty.
Ooh.
I think that's not petty enough.
Ooh.
So, Ruthie, are the southern states safe?
I don't even know no more.
All right, y'all.
I guess I can't go down there.
Introducing Riis the Ruler. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show.
Ooh, did you cut his head off?
I'm delayed. Wait till you know what? I forgot I got the live broadcast. All right, so that's okay, man. Hey, look, Ruthie, you tried to make it tall, but listen, I can stand up and still reach the camera.
I know that's right, Riis. Gotta find a workaround.
Oh my God. It is the Mace Jackson Show. We are y'all messing me up today. We gotta do a show. We are not supposed to be having fun on a Friday. I gotta make y'all mad first. All right, y'all. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Look, Riis had to sit down in that chair. Let me get you back right, Riis. I'll get you in there, man. Hey, y'all, it is the Mace Jackson Show. One of these days, I'm gonna give me a camera. When I'm famous, I'm gonna have me a cameraman and everything. I'm gonna have we gonna be coming up in here. I'm gonna sit down in the morning, and they gonna bring my coffee, and I'm gonna just be like, I'm Mace Jackson, and I'm gonna just be able to do my thing. And it's like y'all gonna show me some respect, and y'all gonna appreciate me one day. One day y'all gonna appreciate Mace Jackson. But until then, I'm trying to add everybody to the camera on a Friday. All right, there you go. We are all locked in. Hold on. Where was we at, Ruthie? Where was we at on our likes?
We at 68.
I'm finna get up to 100. I got y'all.
Nah, see how you do? Then I want to be like, we don't want no 100. No, we gonna take our 100. It don't make no difference. Just like Alderman Burnett says, don't get even. Get ahead. That's why I always say, Ruthie, there be days when I be like, I want to just be like, I don't want you looking at my stuff. But then I be like, you paying me too.
What?
I be like, cuz, man, I be funny acting. So, I be getting attitude. But then I be waking up and I be like, oh, but that count towards the numbers. So then I got to be like, I got it. So then I don't be like as petty as I could be. Because, I have I got a petty bloodline, a petty, like, vein.
You're not petty.
It goes straight to my heart.
All right, we at 70.
All right, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Ruthie Moore, DJ Riis the Ruler is on the camera scaring the people. Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. We have been a little bit all over the place, but Ruthie, wait, did we decide if southern states were safe or not? Yes or no?
It was always unsafe to me. I used to go down to Georgia as a kid, and they were still like in a late 90s, early 2000s still saying boy, girl. You know, so yeah, they was always,
little sus to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we always think, when I think of the South, I think of Atlanta, New Orleans, Miami, and Houston. Everything else, I feel like, I remember me and Carrie was going to Louisiana, and I was like, man, we going to be in time enough to go to LSU. Right, to an LSU game. So we was going, and I was like, wait, I'm not driving on the expressway in between these two towns. She was like, it's only, I was like, oh, no, we got to drive in the dark. And nope, won't be me. Oh, no. Black, no, it ain't that. All right, Ruthie, I got to tell you, did y'all see the story about the police officer yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
The police officer that he stuck the flashlight where? He stuck the flashlight where the sun don't shine on a young man who was...
On a child. 17, I think you're still considered a...
No, you ain't. Not in Illinois. You going to jail at 17. But whatever happened, some kind of way after the young man was apparently caught in a carjacking, a police officer stuck a flashlight between his buttocks. Yeah, I got questions, and I'm going to talk about them when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after some news, traffic, weather, and a little sports.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People family? Shout out to YouTube. Today, the time is 7:32 a.m. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. The Chicago Cubs return home taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Game went into extra time 5-5. The Cubs batter will hit a routine pop-up, but Pittsburgh Pirates will have an error as they will lose to the Cubs 6-5. Now over the traffic on in Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop will be 33 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 22. On the Eaton, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange, 34 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 27. Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 38. Back out to Thorndale, 29. Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 46. Outbound will be 32. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 52 minutes. 34 minutes back out to I-80. On the Dan Ryan, 17 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes to 95th. DeSavo Lakeshore Drive. On the south side of things, 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson to 55th is 7 minutes. On the north side, from Randolph to Bremont to Randolph is 8 minutes. Today's weather, it is currently 68 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 77 and a low of 66. I'm Riis the Ruler, and this is the Maze Jackson Show. Now here go a little Rona money on a Friday, y'all.
I got that 10K the other day, but it's already gone away. I had some bills that I had to pay. I need my money, my Rona money. Y'all know the hustle. I need my money, my Rona money. My 10K. Y'all know the hustle for that bag. Went to the ATM. 2 or 3 of them. I put my card in, but no cash came out. I wanted to shout. If you're rich, you can get a bad bill. But if you're poor, all you're gonna hear is no, 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 no. BK.
You know the last time I asked you for my money,
Baby, what's going on?
and you gave me some lame excuse. I don't want to hear none of that.
But you know what he is then.
Me, my money.
I ain't got nothing else for you. You better leave me alone. This is my wrong money. Y'all know the hustle, and y'all know how we hustle. You know I gotta secure that bag, and you know I gotta hustle. Y'all know, 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 y'all know the hustle. Nigga gon' hustle.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, and DJ Business in the front, party in the back, Riis, the ruler. Rona money. We ain't heard Rona money because Ricky got that cannabis money now. He said, bust that Rona money. He said, y'all keep that Rona money and let me get this check. Hey, speaking of check, Riis. What we doing about our I'm ready with my stack. I'm just thinking about this milk crate challenge, Joe.
Oh my goodness.
I think we gotta hype it up though. I think we gotta make a graphic. I think we gotta put $1,000 on it, and I think we need to set it up and we need to hype it up for a week. We can have it brought, like, we gotta get Toy. We gotta get Ruthie. Ruthie gonna be
doing it.
Ruthie, we gotta get Ruthie be like, don't do it, y'all. Like, that's gotta be this. Like, I want the whole time is Ruthie being like, don't do it. Like, it's gonna be like, it's the milk crate challenge. Ruthie like, don't do it, y'all. $1,000. Don't do it, y'all. You can win. You can do it. Don't do it, y'all. And every time she say don't do it, guess what? We gonna get so many more people.
Is that how that works? Reverse psychology?
Yep. Don't do it. You can't do it.
Try for $1,000. Listen, you only putting in like $10 or $20. Like the risk reward.
Please, for us, $1,000.
$1,000. Ruthie, you wouldn't try for $1,000
for $10, $20. You say I could put $20 in here and win a stack.
That's it for breaking my neck.
But if you believe in yourself, then
you can believe in yourself.
Yeah.
If you only believe.
I'm a risk taker, but I ain't that
you
type
ain't
of risk
taking
taker.
risks then. You ain't taking risks.
It ain't if your life ain't on the line, it ain't really a risk. Is it really a risk?
Yes, it's a calculated risk.
Okay. Well, let me just tell you.
Do y'all know how much medical care in America costs?
I wonder how many of our fans actually to like come out and do it though.
They're gonna come out and protest.
See how you done adopted our fans? See how you done took us? See how you done brought them in?
Yeah, well, you know what? 3 times I done got noticed outside, and it's kind of scary, like because but I don't like it, so because I got a pass, so I be thinking that it's so. They be like, "Hey, you reached the rule." I be like, "Oh."
You know what? Nah, if they say Riis the ruler though, they know you from the station. So if they say, hey, then you know.
No, let me tell you that they say that you better run. They say, you know Maze?
Well, it's too tight. It's too tight. Oh, see, and then go Riis. Who? That's the story of my life. Who? They always deny me. But anyway, Riis, I'm gonna tell you, Joe, that I think that's dope. I love that when people say, man, I was doing my thing, and it's a great feeling. You'd be surprised how many people pay attention. This is the Maze Jackson Show, and speaking of paying attention, okay. Did y'all see this story about the police officer that jammed the flashlight up so up and between, I guess, are different. Between the buttocks of a 17-year-old person that he apparently caught carjacking. Now, yesterday, we saw the story of 2 police officers who beat the brakes off of a young man who was handcuffed on the ground, and they beat him on the ground, beat his face into the ground, and then beat him up some more when he stood up. So much so that they're on disciplinary action. Remember yesterday I was asking what should be the punishment for a carjack or for like certain crimes? Mm-hmm. And you know, like, should you expect to get your ass kicked by the police? Mm-hmm. I think that probably 20 years ago the expectation was that you was going to get your butt kicked by the police. If you made them, I think we came to the agreement that if you made the police run or if they had to exert any other force that did not require them to shoot you, mm-hmm. that they was going to kick your butt when they caught you. That's just a given. Then I see this story of the police officer that they're seemingly trying to minimize.
Thank you. That's my point.
They are trying to minimize this. Well, they're saying, well, first of all, it was the size of a pin. It wasn't a big flashlight.
Which makes it even worse.
So I'm gonna let you get to that because you have a lot less. You're willing to say things but I can't articulate it well because so you get caught in a carjacking and apparently the kid was like, all right, you got me. This is what it sounded like. He was like, he ran, he did all this stuff and then it's like, okay, you got me. I'm 17, lock me up. Mm-hmm. Apparently he was on the fence when this officer Roman handcuffed when this officer Roman came up behind him and stuck a flashlight between his buttocks.
That's the language that they're using.
With his clothes, then they iterate that his clothes were on. I'm so lost in this whole thing. So first, the question I got is, the whole concept of putting anything between anybody's legs, much less their buttocks, as a man is this so I don't know any man that's, except for Trick Daddy, maybe, that's into booty play. Like, and I'm not saying, I
got you. So in Illinois, like the definition of sexual assault, rape is that an individual commits a penetrative sexual act against another without their consent or ability to give consent. If that were a 17-year-old girl or a woman, they would be using the word sexual assault. And I do feel like they're trying to minimize this, comparing it to a spanking. No, this is sexual assault on a child. So this officer has some pedophile tendencies. And I think that they're trying to cover it up. And I'm very disappointed in the media outlets and the news for even how they're reporting on this story.
Yeah, okay, so I was watching and it's so confusing for me because they like, first of all, like they're like, I'm offended that you're even approaching this like this. It was as small as a pin. It's not as big as a, right? Then he goes and says, what does he say? He says, he had his clothes on. And then he goes on, this is the lawyer, and they're reporting all of this. And I'm saying, yo, guys, like the man is on the wall. He's got handcuffs on. The cop came up behind him and stuck a flashlight between his legs. Yo, I mean, in his, like, huh? Like, so was he, I don't really want to describe, but like, how does, you stuck a flashlight between this boy's butt while he is on the fence, handcuffed.
If this were a young girl, a 17-year-old girl, there would be more outrage. And this is what it means when people say, you know what, we need to protect black boys in spite of what he did. Because that's why I see people want to harp on that, but we put an asterisk by that. It don't matter what he did.
So wait a minute, you saying that somebody, so hold on. Even before they get to jail, if anybody is on my thread suggesting that because because what the cop said was, this is what you get for carjacking. So I'm going to stick a flashlight up your butt because you carjacked this. He ain't in jail, y'all. He's in custody outside. So now I gotta ask, because if you did that, to him, how many other people have you done it to? That's obviously a tactic of yours.
Come on.
And then I gotta ask, and the challenge is you ain't gonna hear about that. Because who's gonna say a cop stuck a flashlight up my butt? And who is this cop? And then the thing is, I bond. He got out. yo, guys, where does this come from? Like, this goes back to, again, Ruthie and Kat and Zara. Are you trained to see us as animals? As things that you can abuse?
I tell you, the sick part about it is that the cold blue is gonna really stick to each other with this. That's what's crazy, that you're gonna still be together and not turn on somebody for that just because of you're police. That's the sick part about it.
Who are they protecting? Like, yo, guys, like, I don't, like, I don't even know what these stories become. Like, that.
You can't, the story is spent. I am disgusted by the media coverage of this story. I'm disgusted. Nowhere in any of these articles do I see the word sexual assault.
I feel like the way they making it is it wasn't a sexual assault.
It was like a spanking. Like he just brushed against
so what
his
did he do?
buttocks.
Well, I
Come
mean,
on
yeah,
now.
did he walk up behind him with the thing and stuck it up? I mean, and tried to jam it through his pants?
They said the boy screamed out.
Like,
I just want to say this one more time. Replace the young black boy with a black girl or black woman and think about the reaction.
Yo.
I think the police officer needs to be in the sex offender registry.
I think the police officer needs to go meet some sex offenders.
And then get in the registry.
And be registered. See, I feel like, okay, so, like, yo.
I didn't know he was 17.
What difference does it make?
Because that's the type of behavior that's how they treat black men.
But you know what that is, though? That again is that whole Francis Cress Welsing.
It's sodomy. It's butt breaking. It's humiliation. It's sadistic.
Where does that come from? Like,
it's see, let me tell you something.
Please.
When not having agency over your body, like, is a real thing. And when you can control somebody's body in that way, that is power. Sexual power over people is a form of power, a major form of power. And when you wield your power in that way as the police, it's some sick stuff.
Open up the phone lines. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Yo, like, what's the consequence? What's the consequence? Like, cause this what I gotta. So does that happen does that happen at a car stop? When you're pulled out of the car? He obviously has some sort of fetish. Right? Like, okay, because here's what I don't like. Can I tell you, Maze Jackson, I feel like I could expect Ruthie. Remember how I told you certain things that as a black man yesterday, or as people, you should expect. We as a grew up expecting we was gonna get our ass whooped for certain things. Ruthie, he stuck a flashlight up this boy's butt through his pants, so he was definitely trying to cause pain. Was it? And I guess
he was trying to cause pain, exert power, and humiliate him.
And who responds to this? Like, my question is, like, what's the penalty for that? Like, no, seriously, what's the penalty for that? Because did you see in the same newspaper article? Not in the same newspaper article, but in the same paper, they were talking about the black dude that beat the police officers up, got 20 years. Like, they tried to arrest him. He crashed into a car and he beat the brakes off of both of them because he was high off LSD and they gave him 20 years. Well, what's the penalty for that? And I guess my question is, Roman, he wasn't a What was he doing in our neighborhood? And how many... My thing is, does this guy get to come back to be a police officer? And what happens at the next traffic stop when there's a young black boy who...
We ain't got to like go to... We ain't got to get like super far off into this, but think about slavery and how black men also didn't have agency over their bodies. And rape, sexual humiliation, and all that was a big part of slavery. And so I just want to point that out. And it's an uncomfortable conversation, when you start talking about, black men and, sodomy and all these things. But it's real out here. And how many times has this happened to a black man at the hands of the police?
And you can't say
nothing. Because it's something that's uncomfortable. It's something that we don't necessarily want to talk about.
I mean, Celine brought up Abner Louima. Like, I don't even... So I guess my question is, how do you get to the point where you can even do any of that? Like...
Yeah, Maze, it was a whole system called slavery where black men did not have agency over their bodies. What do you mean? How do you get to a place where you do that? It's power. It's dominance. It's in them. So these tactics
are these
and
the
strategies.
Heroes? Are we still hugging people? Are we still hugging the cop? Do you understand? I need for y'all to understand. So when somebody says just comply.
Sometimes I hear black men talk about how they're searched by the police and they be feeling like the police be getting too handsy, like when they touch, they private areas. Not something I necessarily ever really thought about, because I don't normally get searched by the police, and so it might be something to it.
Let's go to the live line. Anthony, you're on the Maze Jackson Show. Give us a call, 872-259-74.
Good morning, Good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. How you feeling, brother?
Can you hear me? I'm great, man. All things considered. First of all, let me point out to you, when that sister got grabbed on the beach there, and dude grabbed her from behind and went to riding or whatnot, anybody else do that, that's a sexual assault, okay? And to Ruthie's point, that dominance, that's, you have sick people out here, per the DSM-5, which is for mental health and what have you. That they can't even get aroused until they start toughing and roughening somebody up. Okay, so my biggest fear about that is once the younger folks who seem to be less tolerant than we are start like dude was in that video talking about taking handcuffs when they was whooping dude. I'm hoping that the kids don't just start whooping the police because. Once somebody violates you like that, that's the definition of PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome. If somebody does something to you that isn't done daily, that every day you think about how they treated you, you have PTSD. You've been traumatized.
And you want revenge.
Start crying, Huh?
And you want revenge because when you feel powerless, you want to get back.
Because soon as you see where the youngins, our babies are tired of being treated. The stuff that I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably our fault because we tolerated it in the past. We didn't want to get killed. They seem to don't care if you kill them or not. Okay, so this is not going to end well unless it ends now. Believe it or not, and because I do what I just did, talking about the Chicago Police Department, one of the most corrupt police departments in the country, okay, have a reputation going back to the early 1900s, all right? They have gotten away with doing stuff like this, and then when something happens to one of them, they think everybody should take a time out and, they killed the police. Right. I hate to see that young lady get killed. But see, she probably seen some stuff her fellas in blue did to some black kids, And she shook her head because she seemed to sound like more of a social worker than the Chicago police because she had a heart. A lot of them, man, especially the new ones you see a lot of Latinx dudes on the force. Like dude that you were talking about, the lieutenant that just got popped with a flashlight. That's a learned behavior, man. Some Irish motherfucker showed it.
Hey, we on the church station, man.
I know Maze, but see, that's why they told me to quit calling and talking to you, because I have the tendency to tell you what it is, okay? Where that comes. That's a learned behavior. You don't wake up and say, let me stick a flashlight in somebody's butt.
You've been planning, or you've been doing it. Right. My thing is, he been doing it. He been doing it and getting away with it.
See, a lot of, you have a lot of police stations that have historically people come out of there twisted, man, because of what happened to them while they was in the lockup.
Hey, man, let me say this. I think that the officer Roman, and I don't want to call him Roman. I want to be Roman, like Ramon is really what it looked like.
Wilfredo.
There you go. Thank you, Wilfredo.
Uh-oh.
You know what it is. You already know what it is. Yeah. I feel like he should not be comfortable. Like, I feel like, he get the role. So just think about this. This dude done attempted to penetrate a young black man. Imagine what happened to that person if they was rolling around the neighborhood. And you knew it. See, I feel like they don't feel like there's any consequence for, that's egregious. Like, I can see a punch in the mouth. Really, no, I can't.
Well, you know what, though, ladies? The funny thing about it, this is all coming out because of that decree they got. The Chicago police, they got a flashlight on them, period, anyway.
See, but I feel like the Chicago police right now, after the killing of Officer French, have license. I feel like they have license. We're not finding new cases. These are cases that have happened that were uncovered that I think right now they got to get out because this happened in February. That other one we talked about happened back in January.
They got to jump ahead of it.
They got to, right.
Because if the people get the story and expose it, it ain't going to say like a spanking. It's going to say the sexual assault of a child.
Why is that? Come on.
One more thing before you let me go, man.
Okay.
You notice that on top of a blue and white, the regular squad card, there's a black card on top of it. That represents the beat. They're from 312, the 3rd District, the 12th Squad. That's where they're supposed to be, basically over in the Woodline area. Okay, the police station is at 70th and Cottage Grove. Now, when you see somebody downtown with no black card on top of their vehicle, they're playing out of fear. They doing their own thing at that point because that's what they're trying to hide where they're at. Now, another thing you notice, on their badges, they got this little black ribbon across the number. You got idiots running around, and I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to get into, like you say all the time, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. They're riding around with their badge covered up and the vehicle covered up, so you can't tell who did this to you. Man. A lot of them be all the way out of bounds, supposed to be out in Roseland somewhere, yet they're in Bronzeville.
Because they got the good food in Bronzeville.
Only goes so far.
Ain't that donuts in Bronzeville? My bad. I'm just
man. You know what? Dude that did that to that sister on the beach, he looked like a donut chaser. Most of them is donut chasers, man. They ain't doing nothing but riding around and creating chaos. They don't do that over there in the neighborhoods.
I gotta stop you, Anthony, because I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you because I gotta say goodbye to all of our listeners on the WBGX. We want to thank you all for tuning. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. We got to say goodbye to everybody on WBGX who is tuned in with us. We'll be back after these messages. We're supposed to be talking to Jeff Beckham regarding the Chicago Scholars Program. So hopefully he'll be here in a minute. It's the Maze Jackson. If not, we can continue this conversation. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
for Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. You got a couple of them. Got two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord. I got one. Better. I got 5 reasons. 5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around. Turn it around. He woke me up this morning. Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
number
ahead.
4? He woke me up this morning. Come on, number 3. Come. He woke me up. Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you. One of them 5s will get you. What's the second one? He woke me up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
And the number 1 reason. Number 1. Final answer. He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:01 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs at home taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bottom of the 11th game, tied 5-5. Cubs will score the winning run on a routine pop-up walk-off error, and the Cubs will win 6-5. Now on the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is up to 47 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare stays steady at 22. On the Eden inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange, 40 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 32. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 1 hour. Back out to Thorndale is 30 minutes. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 46 minutes. Outbound will be 39. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 57. 29 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 22 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is locked in at 8 minutes all around. That's 55th to Jackson, Jackson to 55th, Randolph to Bryn Mawr, as well as Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 68 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 77 with a low of 66. I'm Riis the Ruler. This is the baddest show in the land, The Maze Jackson Show.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay this fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? And I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, babe? Why don't you come on over,
WIIFTBP. Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to Senate. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. It's the last hour, man. We got 51 minutes till Ruthie and Riis get a long weekend, even though Riis gonna... I got this feeling I'm gonna be seeing Riis on... I'm gonna be looking at the timesheets and Riis gonna find a way.
I think technically Riis on holidays, you supposed to get time and a half.
Unfortunately, that's why we're closed. That's why we're off. That's why you off. I'm gonna tell you, if I had to pay time and a half, well, we off. Oh, you did that. Ruthie, like, see how you said that?
Yeah.
You manage me.
Maze.
Ruthie, as management, you can't be sad. You can't be. Look, we don't stress employee benefits.
I'm a former union steward. It's just in me.
So you got to learn.
I have to unlearn.
Yes, we gotta get you right. We gotta get you right. You, Ruthie. It's like this. You be shortchanging the capitalism, right? It's like
it's about the people.
Okay,
we gotta have a balance. Somebody gotta be on the other side so we can meet in the middle.
No, that's not how you win. You gotta meet on your side of the line. Like there is no middle. It's
yes,
like
there
is no middle. We
Interesting
win.
Perspective.
You win or you lose.
No,
you win or you lose. You win or you lose.
If you ain't first,
okay,
you last.
okay, okay, Sha'Carri. You're right. You ninth and first, same thing.
Don't do Sha'Carri.
No, I'm just saying.
She had mental health issues.
Okay, not first. Mental health get you 9. Stick with the. Would you rather be first or ninth? You know, because that's people be cool. People be no, it don't. If you like consolation trophies, that's it. Ruthie, you win or you lose.
See, this is a intergenerational conversation.
Okay, just remember who the boss.
Remember the little quote that used to be up in every school that said, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars."
I said, "Shoot the damn moon." Like, see, that's the problem. When you give people, you give people the option to fail. If you have the option to fail, right? It's do or die.
No,
do or die. Right? Like if you gotta do or die, do or die.
No, that's interesting.
So why do you run a race? Why do you run a race?
Because you're trying to win. But even if you don't win, like, okay,
you
come back next time. You get a little practice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You have an interesting life perspective. You probably think mine jacked up.
I do.
And I think yours is jacked up.
Win or lose.
It leaves no room. Where's the wiggle room?
On the beach.
Yo, yeah, Ruthie, you did winning or you losing.
You on Team Maze with this one?
You either winning or you losing, and you never expire to say, you know what, I want to do something. Like, oh well, like you settled. Like that's exactly what you did. And if you settle one time, then you'll keep selling. And then you'll keep selling.
Interesting.
But if you always say, no, man, I'm gonna get it, it's that determination. Like even if you don't get it, you still pushing to get it. So the drive is always there. Sometimes you be like, ah.
No, it's not at all. But what happens if you don't get it? Then you feel like a failure.
But if I feel like if you never gave up, then you don't feel like a failure. But to like give up, it's always that question. Like, man, I wonder if I would have kept going, if I would have did it.
I feel like here's what I feel like. I feel like people accept failure or second place and then become comfortable in second place. And it's like, hey, at least I was at the race. And it's like, no, I don't want to just be at the race. I want to be first. If it's a 1 and a 2, I want 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I think oftentimes, and I'm not saying that your value decreases because you become 2, but if 2 is okay, I don't need you on my team, right? Because who is okay with being second? Like in the race, I want like anywhere in your mind it says second place. I'll be okay with second place when they about to shoot the gun. If you ain't that, like, I gotta be number 1.
But what if you don't get number 1?
Then you keep on fighting. You don't
keep going.
But you don't say, you know what? Thank you for number 2. And you know what? I'm happy to be number 2.
Number 2
I'm okay with number 2.
I put in a lot of work. I was trying to get number 1.
Right.
I got number 2. So am I a failure? Like, what does that do? Like, what about the training and the preparation and everything?
Train harder.
I didn't train for second. That was
right. You was training for second.
And, thank you guys. I trained all my hard work and dedication. Second place is really what I was training for.
Everybody can't be first.
Hey, exactly.
Everybody can't be first.
So guess who? If it's gonna be somebody first, guess who is going? My team. My team first. And guess what? Didn't trust us to do right. But we winning. I don't trust you with the money because you see when you let everybody else, never leave your fate in the hands of anyone else.
I told you, Ruthie, 1 year on my track season, if we didn't place first place, we threw our medals on the roof of our school. No lie.
Oh, that's a nice tradition.
No lie.
Hey, man. it's like, I'm not saying that you don't. I think all of the work and effort that you put in is to be first. Now, if it don't work out that way, that's cool, but you got to still be driving for first.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't say, oh, I got second. Love me. Like,
yes, you can.
No. Here's me.
Yes, you can.
I tell you what. Don't study the second. I said this yesterday.
Who remembers the second place?
Don't study. If you want to win, don't study the second place finisher.
See, I think there's still value in studying the second place.
To know what not to do.
That's fine.
Okay.
What's crazy, Ruth? You grew up in our area. What Nelly said?
Consolation prize. Consolation.
I am number one. 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. You know what I'm saying? Like
I love that Nelly song.
Exactly. So, come on, man. You think Mazer say, we the number 2 show in the morning? Never.
I got some jokes for that.
That don't necessarily sound like
there are people who celebrate. There are a lot of people who celebrate. There's people who celebrate second place, though. There really are. There are people who walk around in second place like they the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I'd be like, dog, are you really talking smack and you like second? Like, you don't get to talk smack in second place.
Yes, you can. Your voice can still be heard.
Not to the first place winner. You can't say nothing to the first place winner when you in second. You can't. What you gonna say?
Good job.
Thank you. Good job and keep walking. Don't get swaggy from second. You get swaggy with 3, but don't get swaggy with 1. I'm just saying. You want to get swaggy with number 1 that's the problem with people these days. Like, they be like, forget the numbers, forget the math, forget all the rules. When you can't dunk the ball, that's when you want to lower the rim. Right? People who can't dunk be like, we should drop the rim to 9 feet. It's not fair.
It's called equity.
Exactly. And when we get equity, what happens? White people get rich again.
Hey, we at 85 likes on YouTube. Let's go.
Hey, so we're going to get the 85 likes. Let's get 100 likes on YouTube. Let's get Facebook cracking. Y'all, let's go back to what y'all. Yeah, I'm just trying to tell y'all, though. This y'all problem. Like, I'd be like, if my son got second place, I'd be like, that's cool. But look at him over there. Like, I'm just saying, first place get different picks than second place. Yes? If you should the first place winner be treated the same as the second place winner?
It depends.
No, it does not.
Yes, it do. It depends. It's levels.
Okay. What second place winner should be treated the same as a first place winner? In what instance?
Like a second place person raising money for a good cause.
But you don't get the prize. You still don't get the same treatment as the first place. Like, I remember when that used to be, right? Let me just tell you, remember the second place, it's like, remember when you used to have a candy sale at school and you first place got the TV, second place got a book. You want the TV or the book?
I like books. I like books.
All right. See, that's a spoiled ass.
I'm saying, listen.
So you books over the 81. That is celebrating second place. That's cutting your nose out the spike your face. You prefer a book over 81-inch screen TV?
Yes.
Liar!
I already have a TV. I don't need another one.
You got an 81 inch?
I don't need another one.
Lie.
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, Jesus.
We at 89 likes. Come on, 100, y'all. Let's get to 100 on YouTube. Yes. And if we get to 100 on YouTube, then next week we might have to do like a little Facebook challenge.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Riis, can I tell you what, though? We're going to be over like 500 likes.
So what's going to happen if Facebook gets second place?
Hey, man, we going to be broadcasting live from YouTube until the Facebook
no
get their way.
On the Maze Jackson show.
Oh, see, now you want to change the rules up.
It's levels. So we go. It's levels. So we first in YouTube.
Right.
Even
Facebook got level. It's levels.
Yeah.
You know one thing I hate?
What?
When people take stuff that I say to them and like say that to me. I'll be like, ooh.
That is the story of my life. People be like, oh, yeah? Remember that? What does the 48 Laws of Power say about that one, Mr. Jackson? Okay, y'all. Let me go back, though, because I do want to open up the phone lines. I know we're going to lighten it up a little bit, but I do think, y'all, I do feel like there need to be consequences for the police officer. And I don't know how those consequences are meted out, but I don't know that we allow child penetrators to just be rolling around like it's all good. Right?
Right.
I do think you gotta tie this into, you can't listen to this story and then say just comply. Because here's the boy with handcuffs and in broad day. Think about how comfortable you got to be in broad daylight to stick a flashlight in somebody's butt.
And then to say, that's what you get for running, for stealing cars.
So what would he did if he did something worse?
Took him around the back.
He already took him around the back.
But people like this, you really got to question, like, okay, so how has this officer been searching people?
Well, my
over the
thing
years?
is, didn't they say he had 219 commendations? So, like, they're proposing him as an exemplary officer.
Does he get to do strip searches of people?
Does he get to get his ass kicked at the police station by the black police officers?
Ooh.
Cold blue.
Like, but that, to me, like, so, code blue, here go my lick with the code blue. All right, Femo, code blue, but you got to walk the shower, get the soap. Get the soap. Like, here's my thing. You gotta gladiate some kind of way. You gotta face that, and it ain't the judge. And so, does he get to walk back into the police station? And what do the black officers say?
Good morning.
Oh, Riis. No, they
Yeah,
don't.
he shouldn't have ran.
Man, listen, man.
Nah, Riis, they ain't gonna say. The black officers, you cannot tell me. I gotta call my police people, because you cannot tell me that the black officers ain't gonna say nothing. Like, does he get to go back to the station?
Yeah.
No. Like, no. You where does that catch up with him? Like, does he get to just, so we got a child attempted rapist in our neighborhood that has a blue car that gets to roll around. What does the commander there say? What do the sergeants say? Does he get to come back to work? Does he, because he works in Woodlawn, right? I believe it was in the Woodlawn area. Or no, the Grand Central. Look that up. But where, and is he released back into our community? Like, you going to release a sex offender back into our community?
Well, now, probably after all this backlash, they're going to give him
desk duty.
So,
where's his desk at?
At the station.
At what station? At his home station?
No, like at whatever.
At 35th?
Yeah, that's where he's going.
You know what I'd like to know? What does John Catanzaro say about that? I just love to hear. Like, okay, let me back up. Let me take a helicopter backwards. Here's a moment, black people, that we should ask. What? He late. We said 8 o'clock, dog. It's 8:23. I gotta go to tell me something good. So let me go back. The black, I don't know where we deal with this. Like, so what you're telling me is they've released a sex offender, because I don't think you can see it any other way. And I do think that when I read the story and I think I was super confused because I'm trying to understand. Like, they was like, well, it wasn't a big flashlight.
The media spin is what is kind of bogus to me.
Maze, you saw the video and we watched like 4 officers literally kill a boy for walking in the store. And they are back at work, and you're asking, is a man that shoved a flashlight up another guy's behind?
Not a guy. That is not a guy.
Kid, a 17-year-old boy.
That's a child.
A child that's still in high school. But, yes, he went back to work.
Who talks? Who speaks on it? Like, will the mayor speak on it? Will the superintendent speak on it? And I still gotta ask, how does he get to walk around? Like, it's a lot of, no shade. Everybody be tough. Now, I just need for y'all to also connect this to why people don't comply. Can you imagine how many black kids that's happened to? That at the same time could be shot in the back for not submitting to. Oh, didn't they talk about this on the
not submitting to what?
Being anally raped outside. And I gotta ask you, where are the black who's the commander of the district? Who are the black police officers in the district? Right? So my thing there is, I'm not Ruthie, you know how they do somebody that was a snitch?
Mm-hmm.
Why they don't do the same thing to dude who was a child rapist?
The strategy is to downplay. From his attorneys to the media outlets that's reporting on this story.
We can't downplay it.
We ain't gonna do that. We gonna use the word sexual assault, child predator, pedophile, sadistic, sodomy, trauma, not having agency over black bodies.
All right, y'all. Any calls? Anybody got something to say about this man? Because I just be feeling like.
See, I got pulled over one time, and I was like, totally not it. Like, I didn't do anything. Like, the cop literally saw me and my friend sit in the car for like 20 minutes. We weren't smoking, we weren't doing anything, just having a regular conversation. It was my birthday. I got off work. I was dropping them off. I'm finna go out. The cop waited till I pulled off. I'm like, okay. First thing that he say is get out. I'm like, for what? You just saw me for 20 minutes having a conversation. Why not say nothing then? I did not comply. Ended up calling my uncle that's like a special investigator, like cop or whatever. So he pulls up. I go to jail and whatever because after I get out, I said, I'm not getting out until a white shirt come because this is an unlawful pullover. I did nothing. And you sat for 20 minutes. He said, well, I can't pull you over until you drive off. I called my uncle the next day, my blood uncle. The first thing that he said was, why didn't you comply? He said, if I was the cop too, I would have bust your window and pulled you out the car. My own uncle. No lie. The cold blue strong, man. It's strong. I got in the cop car to the black officer that had took me, but they said I was whatever yesterday. They said what the white cop said, I don't want him in my car. He's crazy or whatever. The black officer came and said, hey man, when they pull you over, you gotta just do what they say, man. I promise you this. And I was so sick, like, man, cold blue is strong.
Yo, Ruthie, don't look at me like that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's about power and control and authority.
Yo, cuz, you could choke him up. Like, I feel like when you go after that, it's like I'm going to take your manhood on the street. I'm
gonna take your manhood, humiliate you, embarrass you. This is your punishment for stealing this car, for running. This is your punishment.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring our guest in. It's going to be a little bit shorter because it's a little bit later. But we're going to do it, and we're going to talk to Jeff Beckham when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:30 a.m. I'm Riis the Ruler with your last Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. The Chicago Cubs took on the Pittsburgh Pirates last night. They will win on a routine pop-off, walk-off error. 6-5 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. On the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is down to 35 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is also down to 17. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange 42. Exchange to Deerfield will be 27. Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop 1 hour. Back out will be 28 minutes. Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan 47 minutes. Outbound will be 35. The Bishop Ford I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 57 minutes, 29 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 23 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is still locked in at 8 minutes all around. That's 55th to Jackson, Jackson to 55th, Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 70 and partly cloudy. Expect a high of 77 with a low of 66. I'm Riis the Ruler. Everybody, happy Friday.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Why you gotta look so good?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Miss Ruthie Moore, in the building. DJ Riis the Ruler. He is business in the front, party in the back, and it is Tell Me Something Good Friday, y'all. We got a lot to talk about, but before we do, I want to bring someone who been doing this thing in Chicago for quite a bit of time. Actually, it kind of threw me off a little bit, though, because, Jeff, when I always thought about you, I always thought about you as a tech guy.
Yeah.
Right, as a computer, like make a website, apps, all of those different things. But you have now recently taken over as the director of, good Lord, where'd my notes go? Hold on. Of Chicago Scholars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jeff, so let me do this. Here in the building with us today is Brother Jeffrey Beckham doing his thing. He is executive director of the Chicago Scholars Program. Jeff, we got a little bit of time, so what I want you to do is tell me about Chicago Scholars, tell me what they do and how it benefits our community, and then how can people get involved. So back up. First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Cool. Well, I'm Jeff Beckham, Southside Chicago all day. Live in Bronzeville. I've been watching Maze for many, many years from a kid. I feel like from a kid to now.
See how they aging me?
Hey, I mean, you're not that much older than me, man. I feel, but no, I love what you're doing. I definitely am a huge supporter of what you're doing in terms of giving us a voice for our people. And I feel like I do a lot of that work, but for our young people. And that's what Chicago Scholars does.
Okay, so talk to us. Chicago Scholars, you recently became the executive director. I remember when you were, was it interim or acting? Interim executive director. Tell me how you got into the business of this business of mentoring young men.
Yeah, so I've been mentoring and teaching entrepreneurship and corporate readiness for a long time. I did it at UIC for a couple years prior to joining Chicago Scholars. And so, I was doing that work, man, and it just was my passion work. While tech was something that I was good at, really the skill that I had was like helping people build things, whether it was building their small business or building their lives through dreams, through mentorship. And so had the opportunity to go to Chicago Scholars and build our internship program there, and did that over the last 4 years. Took our program from 20 students a year to 80. And then we got hit by COVID. We were down to 25, but we rebounded this year and had 55 students working at 100, working at 30 companies. And so, it's a carve out of what we do holistically. Our program works with first generation and low income students from Chicago, meaning 95% Black and brown, to help them get to college, through college, and into career. Every year, we take 600 of those kids from CPS and provide them with mentorship and college resources to help them pick the right school so that they graduate. Our students go to schools all over the country, and then when they come back, they're really working to be the next generation of leaders our city needs.
Okay. Ruthie?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I just, read your bio
Mhm.
on, the website. You talk about how you serve like 5,000 first generation and low income students.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the importance of being a first generation college student, kind of like what that means? What are some of the supports that are generally needed?
Yeah, so when you are the first in your family to go to school, I was one of them. You don't know what you don't know, right? Like all the things on how to fill out the FOSFA, how to apply for school. Like these days, going to college is so different than it was even 20, 15 years ago. And right now, because of COVID-19, a lot of schools have gone test optional. So if you're a kid who isn't great at interviewing and don't understand the power of that personal statement, it can really hurt you in the application process. Chicago Scholars provides paid counselors. On average, a student in CPS may get an hour or two of college counseling. Through our program, they get 13 to 15 hours of counseling. So we not only work with the student, but also work with the parents to understand, your student may need to go away to Howard University. Your student may need to go away to Harvard, wherever they need to go to get the best education possible. But what we do with them is actually work with the families too, to make sure the family feels supported in that as well.
So now, who's eligible for this program, and how do you get involved?
Yeah, so our application opens up typically in November. You have to be either first generation college going or from a low income community.
What's a low income community? I'm black.
So it's funny.
That means all black people should be able to go.
Well, that's exactly. We usually try to stick to the federal poverty guidelines, but to create equity, we recognize that like a student may come in with a family of 4 and they may make $60,000. Well, if it's $60,000 for a family of 4, they qualify. So we built equity in the program so that we can there's some adjustments made to make sure that we get kids who really need the support into the program.
Man, now tell us, how do people, so you said November, so this is September,
Yep.
October, November.
It's coming up.
It means it's coming up, the application process. What is the application process? Do you have to pay for it?
It's
and
free.
How do you and what I got to do to qualify though? Like what do I need to apply?
Yeah. So to apply as a young person, first you can go to our site right now and
Which
click
is?
chicagoscholars.org and click on apply and sign up for updates, meaning that you'll get the application as soon as it's open. And to apply, typically you got to write it. So it's work for the kids. It's work.
Okay.
There's 3 essays.
Three essays?
3 essays, man.
Lord.
But it's free. It does not cost a thing.
Parents be doing that homework. They be like, when I hear y'all say, I be like, 3? We got to write 3? No, I'm just joking. Go
3 essays, because what we try to do is unearth leadership. When you ask, what do you do to qualify? I said first generation and low income, but we look for young leaders. And what we do is try to help students see themselves as leaders, because oftentimes if you're, again, from a low income family, from the community, you may not recognize that you got a 3.4, you're playing ball, you're taking care of your brother and sister, and you're working, you're a leader. So we help students understand that those skills that they bring to the table are valuable, not just to colleges, but to companies down the road as well.
Talk to me about what happens during this process. So when a child becomes a Chicago Scholar, what exactly do they expect? And I know you said you get 13 hours of college counseling, but talk to me about what the activities are, how it works, how often do they meet, where do they go, right? All of that stuff.
Yeah, right now we're still virtual, but we hope to return in person at the first of the year.
Okay.
And every month, the student's going to meet with a counselor that, as I mentioned before, with a couple hours. They have a group of mentors. So there's usually 2 to 3 mentors per cohort of 8 to 10 kids. And they meet every month and they work on things like career aspiration and skill development. We do things like the Myers-Briggs, Gallup Strength Finder. We help students understand and unearth all the things that they're really good at so they can apply that down the road. We also use the U Science test. U Science is this great test that helps students based on their interests and what they're good at, identify career areas that you may not normally know about, right? So you take this test and it comes back and it says you'd be good to be an actuary. And then it talks about what an actuary does.
Dang, I remember that going to college and being like, what the hell is an actuarial scientist?
Right. And they make a lot of money.
A lot.
So, these tests, these opportunities, and having a person there to kind of help guide and connect, that part of that too is that we have a huge network of career partners, 200 companies. And so we're able to then connect the student to do an informational interview, to get that internship, hopefully to get the job. But we also have students that want to go into entrepreneurship. And we have partners like Future Founders and the Urban League who help our students build small businesses too. We got students that have, like Miles Gage, who has an app called Rapunzel. That's an app that teaches young kids how to invest. You know, he's one of our scholars, and he's offered that application to other students in the program that teaches them the value of the stock market. You know, other scholars that are building and doing sustainable oceans work off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, Daniela Fernandez, who just won a Global Entrepreneur of the Year award in Germany. Our students are really talented, and they're from Chicago.
So talk to me about how does one become a mentor?
Yeah, so the mentorship application opens right around the scholar application, usually November, December. And we look for people who want to pour into our kids, who have things to give back. We tell our mentors, you know, you are really coaches for our kids, right? They have the college counselor, so you're not helping them with any of like the tactical college stuff. What you're helping them is like that soft skill stuff. Like when they are in the room and you see a young person that needs to hold their head up a little bit more, you're coaching them in those things. I always share that, like, our student is that great 5-tool baseball player, but you might need to tell them to choke up on the bat a little bit from time to time when they take that swing. And that stuff, like, you know, when you walk in the room, speak to folk, helping them network, and then you leveraging your network as a mentor to get kids connected to all of the other opportunities that are out there. You know, when you're from low-income communities, you don't know what you don't know. And fortunately, we have a great network of mentors who pour into our kids and help connect to other opportunities.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Don't be over there sitting over there all smug. Don't nobody want to see you. Ruthie over there like, it's mentorship. It's you basically. So we had these, not these arguments, these discussions. But Ruthie Moore is very adamant. Cause I see your face over there like, he probably only cared because a man said it. No, Ruthie has been all about the mentorship of our young people and ensuring that they have an opportunity. One of the things that we talked about, I think we got into it during the King Von debate. And how do we reach those young people and how do we get them? How do we take all of those skills that they got? And Ruthie is like, it's really going to require if they don't have it all, we got to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So Jeff, what I want to do is ask you to tell people, parents, how they can get their kids in, and parents or business owners or entrepreneurs who would like to participate in the mentorship process. Tell us how that works.
Yeah. So again, the mentorship application is actually very easy. You can go to chicagoscholars.org, and again, right on our homepage, it says join us, and you click mentor, and you literally give your information, where you work. There's a brief statement about why you want to mentor, and then there's a background check. We background check everybody that's around our young people. That's the more formal, long-form mentoring program, but we actually have a mobile app that we just launched, and if you just want to sit in the app and just talk like we're doing right now, like I see people literally talking and commenting on the screen, we built an app that's a social media network or social network. It's built around career interests. So we have our kids in there that say, I want to be in media. And a maze can be in our app. And whenever someone asks a question, well, how do you start your own network? How do you start your own podcast? Maze can say, oh, here's a link. So we've built that real time where we got right now 800 kids and 200 plus volunteers that are all career focused.
Don't nobody want to see you all. Don't nobody want to see your smug face.
It's genius.
Don't listen to her. Keep going.
But we talked. Me and May saw each other briefly at an event the other day, and I told him my goal is to reach the entire addressable market. So right now we're working with 600 kids a year, but there's about 4,000 kids a year that will qualify for our program. The app is the way. So we're going to open the application up to everybody, and it'll be free. So that if you're a student that wants to go to school, that's black or brown in Chicago, first generation low income, you can go to our app and get the resources you need, because I don't think it should be, cut off to anybody that wants to go to school. Like, yeah, we'll have our core Chicago Scholars program, but we're going to serve the entire addressable market in Chicago and hopefully beyond. My goal is beyond. I want to go to Detroit. I want to go to St. Louis, but I can't say that yet. I scare my staff when I start talking about those bigger vision, big pictures, but I think that that's the way we do it.
So let me do this. Brothers and sisters, that is Jeffrey Beckham. He is the executive director of it keeps freezing on me. Chicago, what is it?
Chicago Scholars.
We want to encourage you to one, be a mentor. Two, consider registering your children. Give them an opportunity to get some access and get them to people that can provide them insight. And we don't care that Ruthie told us this 6 months ago, and she be saying it every day. Mentorship.
We gotta sign you up, Maze. That's the real move.
Yeah, as long as my cousin don't be part of my background.
Yeah,
check.
what's the background check looking like?
Right, you ain't gotta take. We ain't gotta take no drop for the test.
No drops.
My
no
cousin,
drops.
my cousin said. All right. So anyway, Jeff, this is the time. Part of the reason I wanted you here is because on Fridays, you know, as much heavy stuff as we talk about, we try to end the note on a good week. Yeah. So I'm gonna just tell you, you can go ahead and hang out with us until we get out of here at 9:00. But it is Tell Me Something Good Friday. It is Tell Me Something Good Friday. So I would like to hear y'all tell me something good. So y'all tell me something good. We're going to go around the table. Let's start with Ruthie. And we don't want no I told you so and you'll tell me something good.
No, you know, I'm not really a I told you so person. Verbally.
Right. That's why you was over here looking like.
Just them eyes. That whole face was like.
She was like.
You are so hilarious. I didn't even know I was giving off that type of energy.
Oh, yeah.
No, you was. We seen it. That's why I said it. Yep.
I don't even know what I was. Well, my tell me something good. We are at 99 likes on YouTube.
They did that on purpose.
And so we just need one more like, and the tell me something good is, I think YouTube might be the front runner because we talking about first and second place, but I think YouTube might be the kind of the place to go to build community.
We hit it.
We hit the 100?
Yeah, we hit it a long time.
All right. So like next week, I know y'all probably been sending me Facebook messages. I ain't been on in some months. I had to boycott because I don't like how they was moving. But I'm going to get back on next week and we going to get them likes up and we going to see. So that's my tell me something good.
Tell me something good. Wow, wow. Okay. That's Ruthie's tell me something good. Ruthie, what you doing this weekend? Because it is a holiday.
I'm squeezing every bit of summer out of September.
She wrenching
all of it.
She wrenching the watch.
I'm wrenching it in the zinc.
So Ruthie, y'all barbecuing? Who is barbecuing this week? Look, I got so much going on. You firing up the grill, like
you know you got to barbecue on Labor Day.
I need some. Can I tell y'all what? I have not charcoal barbecued at all this year.
Me either. Not one
Not
time
one
this summer.
time.
Y'all got gas grills?
No,
I
and
got a charcoal and gas.
I don't have a gas, and I only have charcoal, and I normally barbecue a lot, and I've not done it one time.
This summer escaped me.
Slipping.
This summer escaped me. I mean, I ain't had no smoke. If it wasn't for Black Train, I don't know if I would have tasted no Black Train barbecue. I don't know if I would have tasted no smoky barbecue.
Them beef ribs.
Man, how about them jerk beef ribs?
Time out. I'm not up on this, and I need to go get them today.
Black Train Barbecue is actually their caterer. So basically, it's one of our frat brothers. My frat brothers. Him and his partner. They set up on 74th and Jeffrey.
Okay.
And they barbecue. You place your order on the weekend on like Friday or Thursday, and then you come pick up. And they got pans ready for you, whether it's jerk, lamb chops, the whole. I'm telling you, and
it's delicious.
And you pull up in the alley. So it's like you pull up in the alley and they be like, "We got you ready," and you be tripping because the whole alley be packed because people be.
It is good.
We done had the barbecues out here. You know, we might do it for kickoff, the relaunch of Kickoff Kickback again.
Ooh, what fraternity you in?
Kappa Alpha Psi
We not
fraternity.
gonna hold
I read it on your page. I just wanted you to say it so Maze can say it.
I had to put the deep voice up. Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity incorporated.
You know, that is one of my favorite fraternities.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It was one of my favorite ones too.
I know you work for Maze and you sitting in here with me, right?
Hey, it's all good though, because I'm certainly about to go to Black Train Barbecue today. Your frat brothers get all the love for that.
Hey man,
I'm
tell
them Maze sent you.
I will.
Just go and say Maze said. No, I'm just anyway,
Yes.
Black Train. Hey, Black Train. See, and they don't even advertise with us. See that now? We got a new customer. But it's all good. You know I'm petty. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't petty, right? You know I was feeling a little nervous because I went to a fundraiser, right? With Jeff and Kwame Raoul. So I was feeling, I felt like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocket chairs. All them cappers in there, they was like, pull up his file. I was like, oh, damn. Now, all right, Riis the Ruler. DJ Riis the Ruler, business in the front, party in the back. What you got for Tell Me Something Good, man?
Sunday, my daughter will turn 12.
Ooh.
12, uh-oh.
That's what's up.
Congratulations.
Enjoy this last year, Joe.
That's what's up and not what's up at the same time.
I was like, enjoy the last one.
It's already been like that.
Like you told me she was 45.
Yeah, so she turning 12, but like really 21. So we used to take her to like birthday parties, and then like about 3 years ago, she asked me something. I'm like, girl, I just spent $500 on your birthday. She said, that's a trip I could have took. So now So now she doesn't take, like she said, I don't want to party, and she take like
trip.
two friends, so like she be going like South Carolina. I pay for her to go to Myrtle Beach, so she going to Myrtle Beach.
Okay, Reese. You should have called me before you did that.
Oh well, yeah,
Reese,
I didn't know.
Reese, Myrtle Beach, baby. I'm here to tell you, we just had our conclave there. Man,
It was off the chain?
no, it was not.
So
it
you
was.
was
it good?
It was off the noose.
Oh. No.
It was crazy, bro. Oh, North Carolina. They was like, they be all right. Tell them stay on the resort, though. Because I'm here to tell you. Them chumps was there. I was like, hey, I need a food taster around this mud.
Ooh.
It was like some places it was like, I feel like black folks go because it's like another version of Wisconsin Dells, but far away.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like all the go-karts and, the rides and the Madame Tussauds and all of that stuff. But it is hillbilly heaven.
No, I'm good.
I'm here to tell you, we was there for conclave, and I was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in. I'm not going. Well, anyway, that too. Plus, they was in the middle of. They have Confederate flags everywhere. It was the rebel yell. All right, so Reese's baby girl is turning 12. That's his tell me something good. Jeff Beckham.
Man.
Talk to us, man. You in the building. You got to tell us something good besides Chicago Scholars. Tell us something good. Oh, you're an artiste as well, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I want to get one of them Jay-Z joints or some joint. I seen you been doing all these hip-hop joints.
I got you.
Hey, man. Hey, dog.
Who's your favorite?
Man, what? Who's my? Did he add? Jay, of course.
Okay.
The Rock.
I got you. I'll send you. You're going to have a J print. You got to figure out where you're going to put it.
Oh, yeah. We put it in. Maybe we can put it over this hole in the wall. Maybe that's where we'll put it. Since people want to put holes in the wall, maybe I'll put it in over the hole in the wall.
I got you. I'm gonna
I'll
send
put
you
it right in the shot.
40 by 30 Jay-Z blue.
Oh!
There you
Hove!
go. There
In the
you go.
building.
Ooh.
That's my man.
Hove.
What kind of art you do?
So acrylic abstract, but I've been doing a lot of hip hop themed stuff lately. Like I started painting like Black History figures. So I did this Ruby Bridges piece and John Carlos and Tommy Smith and Colin Kaepernick and a bunch of folks. And now I've shifted in like more of the hip hop stuff. So it's actually been really good. And that's actually my Tell Me Something Good. I had my second nationally syndicated television show called yesterday. So I'll have art in 2 shows. I can't tell you which 2 yet because I just signed the contracts, but my art will be featured in 2. And I don't even know how it happened twice. One on HBO Max one on HBO and then one on NBC.
Congrats. What's your artist name?
Art by Jeff Beckham. So it's still my name. But my art is there. And I got like, 16 pieces right now at 16th Street Bar. I've got my gallery.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Y'all need to call Big Swill and tell him you need to put some art in Big Swill joint because Big Swill joint be cracking.
Ready for it.
And then the people, they might be like, that was my lucky painting.
Yep.
So we're going to have you come up to Big Swill's TP. See, Reese already plotting. Man, I'm going to go ahead and be an art dealer too.
Let's go.
Right?
Reese,
you got to watch Reese.
Reese,
you
got
got to
my
watch
back?
Reese.
Yeah,
Reese will be the... Nah, I'm telling you. Reese, you got to watch Reese. He'll be on your payroll.
Hey,
he will figure out here. Reese will be 4th man on the payroll. But you should run. You should talk to him about doing a mentorship for the young people. Y'all should have a podcast.
I grew up off that, so I know what it means. And like I said, I done seen bad guys that, they still had the hood in them, but you can tell how to, that leadership changed them, and things like that. From learning how to do an interview, you learn how to dress for an interview and things like that. So like that mentorship definitely does, help.
See, it was important Sigma men in his life that got him to where he was.
To be honest, it actually my uncles was Sigmas, and I had one Kappa, which was the first one that actually bought my only Perry. I want to say that. Ain't that shout out to him. But yeah, I definitely did it. And then, but my brother pledged Alpha, so I had them last good years of Alpha years.
We ain't gonna hate on you, dog. We that's the way of our fraternity, though. A lot of our brothers spend a lot of time doing service because of where they came from.
That's right.
So they try to give back. And I think one of the other things you all, because this is the What's in it for the black people. And so y'all be like, I seen y'all talk about, the black Greeks be around here selling out all the black people in the whole entire world. And when you be on the black
y'all
station,
a part of the boule.
Y'all be the boule. And y'all tried to kill Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey. And y'all probably... I just want to tell you that the most significant changes that have come from or through the black community generally have had some genesis or some connection to Black Greek letter organizations because they were built on service. And while I know it's sexy to talk about all the conspiracy theories and all of that good stuff, I think when you look at the work and the people who are working and the people who have a tangible track record, you'd be surprised that a lot of that came from the learnings that we got in college.
That's right.
And the connection to service via our national organizations, which while we talk about all the crazy stuff that happened, was the basis, which is service. All right, y'all. It's my time for Tell Me Something Good, and I'm going to be a little selfish.
Okay.
So I want everybody to look at the screen, and I want y'all to look at the screen, and I want y'all to see the new walking baby. I want y'all to see my walking granddaughter who just took her first steps this week.
Wow.
That is the illustrious Jersey J. And I'm going to put her back up there for y'all.
We get to see it again?
Yeah, because you know it would happen so quick. Right? And you know with this thing. So I want y'all to see my beautiful granddaughter, Jersey J, getting her walk on. Hold on. Because she was walking it out.
Look at her. Beautiful.
It is. She is coming up on her. Look, and that is Coco Melon.
We know.
You know about Coco Melon? Everybody who got a kid or got a grandkid or something know about Coco Melon. Coco Melon, let me tell you, and her mama, I be like, whose child is her mama won't let her watch TV all week? So when she come over my house, it'd be like, Coco Melon, I be like, what you want? I be giving her the remote, the whole thing. But you know that my granddaughter, she's about to celebrate her 1 year birthday on September 22nd. So I am an extremely proud grandpa.
That's awesome.
Grandpa Mays.
I want to send a big shout out to everybody in Robbins this weekend. Robbins is going to have their annual Robbins parade. I'm seeing everybody lining up, coming over, getting ready to go. They're doing all the work. I was out in Robbins yesterday. Shout out to to Mayor Bryant. And shout out to the whole team that's putting everything together. Shout out to Mayor Bryant and his squad. You know what, Ruthie? You missed their toast last week.
If the parade is anything like his birthday party, y'all better go out.
I'm gonna tell you.
Nah, Ruthie, you left before the best part.
What was the toast?
The 17-minute toast.
Riis was like, don't let him talk. He got a bottle in his hand.
They let the man that had a whole fifth in his hand come on up here and say some words.
And the first thing he did was he said, and he talked about his old. I remember his first. He there with his new girlfriend. He like, I remember his first girlfriend. Not you though.
The man sitting there.
Oh no!
Now they turn the music on. Now turn the music on. Turn the music on.
Hey man, college football. Actually, last week college football started with the Fighting Illini kicking Nebraska's butt. But this weekend college football starts, so I'm excited about that. Shout out to my man Chris Anderson, who is having cigars in his backyard. If he ain't invite you, don't feel bad.
Dang!
Right.
Y'all talking about I'm dry snitching.
Okay, let me also tell y'all. Oh, speaking of dry snitching.
Uh-oh.
I'm headed out to Bolingbrook today.
Uh-huh.
For the Bolingbrook versus Simeon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's going to be a game.
No, it's not. It's not really going to be a game.
What team you on?
I'm Team Simeon.
Bam. Yeah, swoop, swoop. Ain't it swoop, swoop or something?
Nah, that's Lim Loom.
Oh,
what's Simeon? They be like,
what's the mascot?
I don't know.
They don't even got a mascot. They don't even got a mascot.
Somebody in the chat.
CBS schools, though, it's a Wolverine.
It's whoever stopped players at the time.
Derrick Rose was y'all mascot. A cast is y'all mascot.
Whoever you need. That mascot.
Okay, let them be the mascots. But tonight, on the football field.
What time the game start?
It started at 6 o'clock. You coming? At 6 o'clock on the black turf.
Over at 6:10.
Right, for Simeon on the black turf. I'm gonna tell y'all. So shout out to Alderman David Moore, because he got the best of me in the state finals.
Simeon. I'm just hyping it up. I'm just hyping it up.
Shout out to David Moore, supposed to meet me out at the game. Now he's running for Secretary of State. So I told him after he could get sympathy votes. After Simeon loses, he could wear his Wolverine and say, well, at least you could do is vote for me for Secretary of State. Because I'm just telling you, Bolingbrook Raiders, we finna whoop that. Them Simeon Wolverines. And shout out to Corey Bradford. He probably like, why did I get in this? Not Corey Bradford from Kenwood, Corey Bradford from Simeon, who I talked smack to, and then we were all wound up in the hotel together. You know Talon Horton?
Yeah.
So
Kappa man. Kappa man.
So I was there when they played Bolingbrook for 2 and 3, and he I think he single-handedly put the team on his back because I was talking so much smack. Like, because they literally, they weren't playing Bolingbrook. They were playing to beat me from shutting up because I sat right behind the bench. And you know I am the heckler supreme. I bet you can imagine that. Yeah. I was the guy who, I was that guy in college. Every fraternity got that guy.
Yeah.
I was that guy. So you can imagine what it was like sitting behind Simeon. Coach Rob Smith was like, we finna kick your ass.
Not school.
Not
Bolingbrook.
That's the story of my life, though. Usually when I get involved in something, people wind up getting mad at me and not the candidate. They be like, I hate him. And I'd be like, great, because then my candidate don't got to do no work. All right, y'all. Let me see what else I got on my list. Robbins Parade, Bolingbrook is going to beat the brakes off of Simeon. Riis, do we got a fantasy football draft? What's going on with that?
Yeah, anybody that's trying to, I'm still waiting on everybody to reach out. So if you would like to be in the What's in it for the Black People Media fantasy football draft, please reach out to me. I'm trying to get it done this weekend.
I'm joining.
Oh
yeah.
She put her in the free league.
I'm joining.
Because she going to mess up our money. And I also want to remind everybody, because it is Labor Day weekend, you got to be on the lookout for the patrols. Got to be on the lookout for the checkpoints.
The patty rollers.
87th, they're going to hit you there. It's going to be 103rd. I would probably guess somewhere around 55th. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be checkpoints all around. So please don't drink and drive. Right? Get you a designated driver.
And we off Monday. That's my tell me something good. I want to take back everything I said.
Ruthie. Oh, right, because it would have been time and a half. So, yeah, you definitely are off on Monday. All right, y'all. So, for Maze, Ruthie, Riis, sometimes Todd, Jeff Beckham in the building, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Your booty do that yoga.